morning glow, stories untold. Let's play with words, a masterpiece of art, where dialogues bloom, igniting in every heart. Let's dive into the ocean of thoughts, where waves of healing gently salt. Let's paint with words, a masterpiece of art, where dialogues bloom, igniting every heart. Let's dive into the ocean of thoughts, where waves of healing gently sought. Together we'll mend, stitch by stitch, in the morning glow. Let's make the switch. A symphony of voices, harmonizing the air, echoing truth, banishing despair. Let's sow seeds of unity, watch them grow in this garden of hope under the morning glow. Let's bridge the gaps, erase the line, in the tapestry of hearts let love shine. With every word, a step we take towards a brighter dawn for all our sake. Welcome to the morning glow, where dreams take flight in this realm of possibilities. Let's unite, together we stand, hand in hand, healing the nation across the land. Let's dive into the ocean of thoughts, where waves of healing gently sought. Together we'll mend, stitch by stitch, in the morning glow. Let's make the switch. Let's dive into the ocean of thoughts, where waves of healing gently sought. Together we'll mend, stitch by stitch, in the morning glow. Let's make the switch. Let's symphony of voices, harmonizing the air, echoing truth, banishing despair.
Morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, and good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of The Morning Glow. Welcome to another episode of The Morning Glow. Got a great broadcast lineup for you this morning, as I hope and I pray that we always do. I'm not important, just a question asker. My name is Raheen Ajme out of Atlanta, Georgia, but I got my brother from another mother, but we got the same father. This is Mr. Donald Toussaint. Good morning, sir. How you doing this morning? Uh-oh.
I'm doing all right, Raheen. I'm gonna have to do something at the beginning of the show before it all gets out of hand.
Okay, what you gotta do?
If you don't mind.
I don't mind at all. Go ahead, brother.
Apologize. I have to apologize in advance. Because anything I say or do will and can and will be held against me. Not in the court of law, but on the morning glow.
Oh, Lord. So basically what you're saying is you're going to tell the truth, the all truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God. And if somebody told you stepped on the way, put your toes in your pocket.
I apologize.
No?
Yeah.
They need to put it.
It's actually my truth.
Mm-hmm.
We all have our truth.
Yes.
Is that a true statement?
That is.
And sometimes our truth may not be the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Because none of us really know.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to find out.
Mm-hmm.
When you're willing to stand on what you believe to be true, it would have to be the actual truth that comes into play to realize, to help you realize that you have to say, oh my God, I was wrong.
I was wrong.
Now, how can you identify the truth? That's the question. It's probably worth millions of dollars.
Oh yeah. And see, how often is that people know the truth, acknowledge the truth, recognize the truth, but continuously want to live a lie?
That's an awesome statement, I think, because I mean, let me sing a song.
Sing a song too.
Oh, beautiful spacious sky, for amber waves of day.
Mm. Mm.
Oh, say, can you see by the dancer's light what so proudly we hailed? Instead of saying, oh, hey,
Yeah.
we done made a mess out of everything.
Yeah. Done turned it upside down. Done turned it upside down. Yeah. Yeah.
Can you imagine what this country was like before it was discovered?
Probably very peaceful.
I would assume that it was, because I mean, we have people that are of the same nation war against each other because of various reasons. But when you or just come in and create a fight for your own personal gain, that can be teachers. And here's the kicker, Raheem. It's been going on ever since.
Ever since, exactly.
And now we've gotten to the point, I say we, this United States of America mentality. We want to go all over the world to dictate to others what they should do in their own country.
And we
want their stuff.
And we ain't doing nothing right here.
No, I mean, if you add up the cost of the things that have been spent while others gain, the money of just this year, the last year and a half, I guess you would say, trillions of dollars have been utilized to go in circles and accomplish absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
But making you and yours rich at the cost of other folks' lives. While at the same time, right?
Come on.
The suffering of those that really need help continues to get worse. Can you imagine, Ryan? I want to say this. Sorry, I apologize for just drafting in the conflicts of my mind. But can you imagine a person receiving $400 a month on SNAP benefits, and they cut them down to $27, and they're 80 years old?
Yeah, that's disaster.
Already having to try to figure out whether they're going to buy food or medicine. And now they have less to work with.
Yeah.
While we are paying taxes for stuff that we don't even agree with. And nobody can stop it. So I say I apologize, because anything I say or do will and can be held against me. Not only in the court of law, but on the morning field.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And you brought something. I was listening to the TV. It was may have been this morning or last night. Time run together with me. But what they're doing, man. When that big FIFA came here, that big came here to Atlanta, that big soccer tournament, when it came here, they were doing everything they could do to get the homeless off the streets. They didn't want people that's coming to Atlanta to see that Atlanta has such a homeless population. And they were doing all kind of things, just trying to move them out the way, or just shove them up, sweep them up under the rug so you can't see them. But Tucson, that does not rectify the problem. You can move a homeless person. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Why is the first agenda of this administration, and nobody seems to say, "Oh my God, what the heck are we doing?" Why would you attack the homeless first?
It doesn't make any sense.
They have nothing.
Yeah. You're gonna keep
And
kicking somebody that's down. You kicking somebody that's already laying on the ground.
Paint this beautiful picture.
Mm-hmm.
You move them out the way to another location. To go where?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And if they don't choose to go, if they don't voluntarily go, you incarcerate them.
Yeah.
How sad is that?
That's terrible.
To put them in a penal system where you can get free labor. I must be stupid. I need some medication. I must be stupid.
It makes absolutely no sense at all. And I'm gonna go to Miss Cassandra Alexander Green because she has a heart. And Cassandra has been out there for 20, 30, 40 years possibly, working or helping to improve situations for the homeless or the houseless that's in our community. So Cassandra, good morning, young lady. How you doing this morning?
Good morning.
I know this we're playing on your heartstrings right now, Cassandra. But why in the world, when FIFA come here, what big events come here to Atlanta, and they come all the time? Why is it the first thing they want to do is sweep the homeless up under the rug as if they don't exist?
Yeah, I don't quite understand it. Instead of, and this is just not Atlanta. This is across the country.
Sure.
But especially big cities. But it is it makes me sick to my heart because I don't. Yeah, you got. Yeah. I live right in downtown Atlanta. I mean, the state capitol is what 5 minutes from my house down. It's just like I see it all.
Mm-hmm.
And the bridges, all of the main bridges. I live right by the connection between 75 and 85 and 20. You're talking the major hubs, 285, all of them right around me.
Mm-hmm.
And under the bridges, a lot of times these camps are set up by people that have nowhere to go. I mean, I think that people don't think about this. These people have nowhere to go.
Yeah.
They have nowhere to sleep except under a bridge.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I need people to visualize that. If you are living under a bridge, open, noise constantly, and the police are coming, they can set up the little tents and stuff, and me and other people, we take food, we take little care packages, with little hand sanitizers and wipes and deodorant, and I think that some people really think that people like that. They enjoy. Now there may be some. I don't know. I've never met a homeless person that they just love being out in under a bridge with roaches and rats crawling over them at night.
Exactly.
And I don't know. I haven't met them, but maybe they are out there. But it hurts me the way that cities treat them. They will come in, and this is the saddest part for me. It hurts me the most. They will bring in loads of trucks. I've watched them.
Mm-hmm.
Loads of police to an encampment, and they will literally throw these people's things in. Don't even give them chance. Most times, that I've seen, to gather up the tent or anything, they will load their stuff and throw it in those dumpsters and take it away.
Yeah.
How inhumane is that? How inhumane is that?
That's very.
I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna be quiet because I'm gonna start crying.
But and Cassandra, it's enough to cry for because these people are the people that don't have, and when they do get something, that they can hold on to and call their own. Here you come, big bad bear, and you taking it away. You just throwing it away and putting it right back below zero again. You putting them below zero again, in the negative all over again. Now they got to start all over. They got to start all over again with nothing. But you leave and you go to your big, beautiful home somewhere. Lights, water, heat, everything that you need. But these people have nothing. And like you said, they got to lay on the ground. Rats and roaches and all kind of things running all over their bodies at night. And they have to fend for themselves the best way they can. And you've taken away part of their, well, not all of their days.
Can I say one of the most painful things for me to see is them in the trash cans getting food out that you and I may have discarded and literally eating up. I need visualization. I need people to think about that.
Mm-hmm.
A human being digging through the trash can to find food that you discarded.
Yeah.
Just to have something to eat. I'm gonna tell you something. That right there, that one hurts me the most. And if I have any money, when I see them doing that, any money, I'll be like, man, listen, Kim, don't do that. Can I get you something? I'll go and pick you up something and bring it right back. I promise.
Yeah. Exactly. Because Cassandra,
just saying.
If you look at it with realistic eyes, it makes to me, and everybody got their own take on it. It makes absolutely no sense at all. To want to hurt somebody.
And please, Raheem, please, yes. and I'm not gonna say anything else after this. Please don't say they don't have to be out there.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you've given them a place to go, and all of them, there are not enough housing. I search for housing almost on a daily basis for people, Raheem.
Mm-hmm.
Almost on a daily basis. There are none. I call the shelters. I talk to the different city programs. There are no places for them to go. So don't say, please don't.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They don't have to be on the street. They can go somewhere. Please be quiet, because you obviously don't know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Captain Leonard, good morning, sir. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning, Raheem and the Morning Glow family.
We're talking about when this big FIFA came, this big soccer tournament came.
Okay.
The first thing that they did, they tried to sweep the homeless up under the carpet and step over and act like they didn't exist. And like Cassandra said, it's not just Atlanta. It's a lot of major cities when stuff like that come to their area. They try to do something or ship them to different parts of the country. Just take all this stuff and throw it away in the dump, and all kind of heartless things that they do to the homeless population. The houseless population is how a lot of people like to refer to them. Why is that, Leonard?
Because they don't want their city to look bad.
That's it?
Yes. That's simply it.
And so basically, with a city like Atlanta having a homeless population, it looks bad.
Mm-hmm.
Then why not fix it? Why not do something about it?
I mean, they take advantage of that particular time to do that. Mm-hmm. For the very simple fact. Also, people don't realize a lot of times during them times, a rush of funds come into the city for that.
Mm-hmm.
And like you say, these are things that people do throughout the year, different programs. Like some people send the North send their homeless South, then the South send their homeless North. Back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
These different types of things. Even with the Olympics, they did it. And out of the Olympic deal, the mayor at the time built, what is it, Trinity Center? What right downtown. A lot of people go through there that are in transition now. That building didn't used to always be there.
Mm-hmm.
It came about right before when the Olympics was going to come here. And it's a transition services place for homeless folks and things of that nature. But that's why people do it, because it looks bad on a city for the people to be laying in the streets. Look at some streets you go. I remember Broad Street in Atlanta used to be horrible. And that's when you still have folks walking around looking for crack in the corners, in the sidewalk, and you could smell human excrement and all that type of thing just walking down that street. And then they started working more to clean that street up.
And what was the plans to do with the people?
A lot of those people got arrested. Then you had some of them people they tried to put in different programs as well. But those are what a lot of cities do to try to manage the homeless populations.
Now, you said a lot of times they get arrested. So what is the crime that they violate? What is the crime that they commit?
Usually vagrancy or something of that nature, loitering, public indecency. Some of them get caught up in sometimes assault, fighting amongst each other will get you locked up from time to time. But, there's lots of different things that people use to clean up cities. They ain't always the most just things either.
Oh, no. And that's where I was going. Because you're going to arrest this person for falling on the hard times and put them in and some see.
No, I don't. Well, I did not say that.
Well, you didn't say that, but that's
a lot of people on hard times, but they didn't get caught up in what you're talking about. That's different. Hard times are hard times for people.
Well, what specifically what we're talking about right now is the houseless community that has fallen on hard times, and because of the fact that this big event is coming, and they don't want their city to quote unquote look bad, they're going to incarcerate them and put them in jail. Probably let them out soon as the event is over. Let them back out and put them right back in the same situation they was in before they got locked up. And so that's so hard. My thing is, why not do something to rectify the situation? Why not do nothing to improve their situation? Because it's possible to do so, man. They got hotels that's shut down all the time and all over the place.
That just gets them off the street. That don't necessarily get them off the street.
Isn't that the intent?
Well,
if you're trying to clean up the street because it looks bad,
but that don't usually last.
I like
that may happen. That may last. Them funds may last maybe 2 or 3 months, and then they right back out in the street. So that's not permanent. It's just temporary.
If I was in a lot of pain and I was suffering with some kind of ailment or whatever, and heaven forbid, and you say, look here, I'm gonna give you a temporary relief from that pain. You're gonna be relieved for about 2 or 3 months, then the pain probably gonna come back. Give me that 2 months of peace, and we'll deal with the other part. When it does come back, we'll do whatever we need to do to handle it during that time. But if I can have 2 months of peace where I don't have to wake up in pain or go to bed in pain or cry in pain all night long, give me that.
But the goal should be the goal of any actual program, comprehensive program, should get the people into a place where they can sustain themselves.
That's ideal.
Yeah, that's what you usually want. But some programs are just like I said. Some of them are temporary. Sometimes shelters get full.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oftentimes they do, especially inclement weather.
So it's difficult, especially when you're trying to find housing for some. I remember I was able to sometimes get housing for people, but they would have to be under a doctor's care. Some of them didn't want to go to the doctor, so I couldn't get them housing because they simply didn't want to go to the doctor.
Okay.
There was a whole community of veterans that used to be out in the parking lot, I think at the Vine City Station. And when you would go to Vine City Station, you notice all these men just laying in the parking lot. So hopefully, especially when you found out they were veterans, you try to get them in the veterans programs. Because if they truly can get these funds, a comprehensive program will provide steps for them to secure the funds and to secure housing and things of that nature. That's great city programs. But just giving you somewhere to be 2 or 3 days don't solve the problem.
That's true. That's
It
true.
just give you them 2 or 3 days. And them same, go see. Them same people be right back out on the street.
I could see that. I could see that definitely being a possibility. But my thing is, man, there have to be something that could be done that have not been tried, or some people that don't want to do certain things to help them. Tucson, what's on your heart, brother? Talk to me.
If it wasn't for the grace of God, there go I.
That's crazy, Tucson. I just said that scripture before in my spirit before you just said it.
We have this thing called divine favor, unappreciated divine favor. This grace that you don't deserve. It's not because you've made the right decision that you're not in this predicament. You're not that smart, because I've gone to
Thanks for the show, Jocelyn.
And this young lady, she was the cook. You know what her profession was?
What's that?
She was an RN. There's some, and I'm sarcastic no matter where I go. And I went, and they was sitting in lawn chairs by the water. They had a body of water where they were, and I said, "Y'all got beachfront property."
Wow.
But if it was not for, I don't even understand. I didn't want to go here. I didn't think I was ever going to go here. But I didn't know it was going to sadden me to take another look at myself and really be appreciative of God's grace, because these are some people, the ones that I was talking about that I said you got beachfront property. They fought in the military for this country, and come back after seeing their fellow comrades being blown to pieces. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? That's enough to cause you to lose your ever-loving mind.
Yeah.
You see, the society that we live in, we have to we pay for water that's right underneath it. You buy property and call it your own. And at any time, any given day, if they feel like they want that, they'll move you out and give you nickels on the dime if they choose to. If it's a property that you bought yourself for the rest of your life on your land, you got to pay taxes for it.
Oh yeah.
You work all your life, finally get Social Security. You got to pay tax that too. That's the problem.
Yes.
Because the problem, I wanted to read something. I thought I wasn't going to read it, but I already made my proclamation already. So I'm going to stay there. We hold these truths to be created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Mm-hmm.
How much you think it costs to move homeless people? Uproot them out of nothing.
Mm-hmm.
How much you think it costs?
That's a great question.
To load them trucks up, and you got to pay the police department. You got to pay the sanitation workers. You have to, if you set any kind of medical evaluation, you got to pay them. This is not free. It's not free. It's not free. And the sad part about it, you can go right out of the neighborhood or the community that you move them out of, and you can find empty buildings all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's doing absolutely nothing. I can go within a 10-mile radius, 10, 15-mile radius, and I can go to a military facility that has been evacuated. The air is still working. The water is still running. You can still turn the lights on.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody stays there.
Mm.
Right here around me.
Wow.
I can go 15 minutes in another direction, and I can find homeless people, families, thousands of them, right here in the city.
Mm-hmm.
And we want to make the city.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of, and I know that some people do it by choice, but have you ever been mentally insane by the things that have happened in your life? It causes you to lose your ever loving life. You like that?
No.
That sounds pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Would you make that choice?
Mm-hmm.
So when we find it to be, I don't know if you call it pleasurable, okay, justifiable for people in this country, the people, the ones that make decisions, the decisions makers, all of a sudden, the first objective out of all the issues that we got going on, the first objective is, let's attack the ones that don't have nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get them so that our cities can look good.
Wow.
Move them out.
Yeah. Just go out there.
So you move people out and put them in another place. And if they don't accept treatment, well, they already lost their mind. They already are in a predicament. They can't make sound decisions.
Mm-hmm.
So if they choose to buck or fight or resist, I got a good idea. This sounds really good in this country. Incarcerated. That's pretty good. Then we hold these truths to be self-evident. And the end of the statement is that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Ain't that something?
Wow. That is something. Cassandra, talk to me.
Yeah, I don't know. Because a lot of the people that I talked to, and the reason that scripture came to mind that Dusan said is because I've been there.
Mm-hmm.
I've been there. My husband got on drugs. I was teaching school. Before I even realized how bad it was, we lost our home. We lost 2 cars. I'm talking about in a period of like 3 months, all of this took place. And me and my children, I'm teaching school. I'm working every day. And me and my children were in a hotel in Conyers, Georgia. And I'm working. I'm dedicated to what I do.
Mm-hmm.
But that quickly, our life turned around. We had a 5-bedroom house in Cartersville, Georgia.
Wow.
5-bedroom.
Mm. That's a nice house.
I had a Mercedes-Benz, and he had another car, and he had a truck.
Mm-hmm.
Everything gone. I'm just saying, it can turn. You think you're living high, but one thing, like an addiction, can flip your life so fast.
Yep.
That you trying to figure out what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. I know it'll never happen to y'all, and I'm happy for you. But let me tell you something. And somebody mentioned mental illness. If you are not thinking clearly, if something happens and you flip out, I'll just use that term, and you are not thinking, are you making sound decisions if you're mentally unstable?
No.
I'm just asking.
No, you're not.
Because most of us would not be able to make sound decisions if we have literally lost it, as we say.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, I'm just happy for people that feel like they don't have to be, people don't have to be there. I didn't want to be homeless with my children. I can tell you right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I was doing what I was supposed to do. So we criticize and we judge people. That's why I'm so hard about people judging people. Because I've been there, done that. I lived in a hotel for 10 months. You know why, Raheem?
Why is that?
Let me tell you why. When you're living, I'm working, right? I'm working a full week, 40, 50-week job. When you're paying for a hotel, and I wasn't going to put my children just anywhere, so I needed to put them somewhere where I felt like they would be safe, and I would be safe. I was in a halfway decent hotel. You're paying that on a weekly basis. You don't get the, no. You're paying that on a weekly basis, on a teacher's salary. You got a little stove that you can barely cook anything on. Some of them don't have stoves at all.
Mm-hmm.
So you're paying for food. Come on now. I'm just trying to paint a picture.
Yeah.
You cannot save like that to get out. So it's like a spinning wheel going around and around. The only way that I got out of that situation is that someone gave me a home to live in for a year. Gave me a home.
Yeah.
You understand? People need a hand up. Not always a hand out so much, but a hand up. That was a hand up for me.
Mm-hmm. That made the difference. That made the difference. That made the whole difference.
That made all the difference. Having that opportunity. 3 months ain't no time to try to get on your feet. I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all talking about they give you 3. That ain't no time to get on your feet. A person needs at least a half a year.
Yeah. 6 months.
At least 6 months.
Yeah.
At least, Raheem. That's the least that they need to sort of try to pull themselves. And if they have mental illness, it may be longer than that.
Cassandra, I think
they got to get them stable. They got to help get them stable mentally.
I think, Cassandra, the first 3 months.
I deal with this all the time, man.
Hey, Cassandra,
I'm telling you.
Cassandra, I think the first 3 months is just enough time, if it's enough time at all, for them to just simply start feeling the ground up under their feet to become stable.
Exactly. Getting a grip on life. Let's use that term.
Yeah. Wow. That's good. That's good. Captain Leonard, talk to me.
Sir, about what now? You want me to talk to you about that?
Well, we're going to kind of stick with the topic here.
I'll tell you right now, I don't like your topic.
It's okay. It's okay. We still gonna talk about it. We still gonna talk because there's a lot of situations, man.
But I like you.
And I like you too, Leonard. I like you too. You're my brother. I love you, as a matter of fact. But my thing is this right here, though, Leonard. A lot of times, like Cassandra said, sometimes it takes a whole year. 3 months is just enough time for the people to start feeling the ground up under their feet and start feeling a little secure. Where they may be a little stable, and then you got other process that you have. It's a lot, man. If a person been out living on them streets, man, and to just deal with the reality of me not having to be out here anymore, it's a lot, man.
It's a process.
Absolutely.
And when you try to do the work and pray for me, because God is leading me in a direction to go back to doing some of the work I had done in the past. And I don't have the resources I used to have. My health has changed.
Yeah.
All types of things. But I'm being drawn back into this work.
And you're gonna do it. And you're gonna do it. And I'll tell you something. And do it well.
Yeah.
And do it well.
Yeah. And we're gonna trust God. Because it's not just about woe is me. It's just not.
I'm gonna tell you something, Leonard.
Feel good regardless.
I'm gonna tell you something, Leonard. Once you get back in the saddle and you going out, one thing I do know about you, Leonard, and we've been knowing each other for a minute now. You are a fighter, man. And when you see it, you're gonna fight for it. You're gonna fight for the people that you represent. You're gonna fight for them, man.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna tell nobody. You know me, I get on y'all case. I ain't never said that don't be easy, bro.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing easy about it.
Yeah.
It is difficult to try to do what everything possible to help people. And you know, it teaches you, if you do it long enough, where to invest. Now, I would tell people, because there's somebody in need where you at.
Absolutely.
Focus on pick you up a person or a family, if you can, and help them. Don't sit and cry about it, because you're gonna always cry about everybody. But pick somebody.
So basically, what you're saying, if you don't do that, you're gonna have a pail of tears.
So every day.
Yeah.
Every single day, because they ain't going nowhere. And it's not so much as just woe is me and pity party. There are some things people can do to do better. They just need help.
Yeah.
They just need someone that is committed to getting them there. It's hard to stay with a family or a person for a year. And if you've never done it, you would be surprised. But don't think of somebody, think of your own family.
Yeah.
I've had to do this half of y'all got people in your own family.
That's in need.
That's in need.
Yeah.
I mean, I grew up with a mother who was pretty much the guardian for her adult siblings. Because they couldn't manage themselves. And so even being in a missionary church, Baptist church, and ministry included these things. Instead of, go get you 12 people, and y'all 12 people commit to giving $100 a month. That'll pay somebody's rent.
Oh yeah.
Give it to who you want.
Mm-hmm.
Or pick a family, like I said before. You know how sometimes people do around Christmas? You pick a family to give gifts to.
Yeah.
Think about that. Think about a homeless child that you see, or a kid in the street.
Mm-hmm.
If they're hungry, guess what? Start taking them something to eat. Start taking them clothes if you see they need clothes.
Mm-hmm.
And things of that nature. Like I was telling when we have other conversations, we used to invite, if we got friends, we inviting them to church.
Yeah. Yeah.
I ain't got nothing to wear. Then I'm going to go in my closet or find somebody that's wear with you, and we're going to get you something to wear if that's the
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And before you know it, if you invest in them, then they start saying, I'm going to start investing in myself.
Yep.
And once somebody helps you, take the burden off of them and do better.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm about that. I just don't pour it out, because pretty soon it's going to be empty. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying?
Basically, if I have a bucket full of money on the table and every day I go in there and take some money out of that bucket, yeah, that bucket going to be, if we ain't putting nothing else back in that bucket going to be empty.
It's going to run out, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's difficult, but the way that they do it, like I used to tell people, I sit with the big table and I sit at the little table. Hey, and the big table people, well, if we could get a 1,000 people, man, you better stop. If I get 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
You won't even do nothing if you don't think 1,000. Start with 10.
Yeah.
Do what you can.
A realistic number.
Yeah. Call every resource in your city for the homeless. Get acquainted with those programs on your free time when you got spare time. Get acquainted with the programs. So when you do meet people, match them with the resources.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I usually do. Match people with the resources available.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Let's work at trying to help one another and think of ways to provide.
Mm-hmm.
Those are better conversations for me.
Okay. 508-924-3521. 508-924-3521. We're talking about the houseless community and how here in Atlanta and other cities, when a big event come in, like the FIFA was the one that just came here to Atlanta, had people come from all over the world for this FIFA. And the first thing they wanted to do here in Atlanta was to sweep the homeless population up under the carpet and step over them as if they did not exist. And there have to be a better way. These people are already in a less than situation. And you're going to take the little things that they do have, throw it away, and move them to the side as if they're nothing. As if they're a piece of gum up under your shoe. That's the worth you gave them. That's the worth that you gave them. Like a piece of gum on the bottom of your shoe that you just happen to step on when you're walking down the street. They have more value than that. They have a lot more value than that. Badger, good morning, sir. How are you doing this morning?
Another blessed and beautiful day.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Talk to me, Badger, about this topic, man. A lot of times, far too often, not just here in Atlanta, but I know it does happen in Atlanta, but different cities, when they have big events, the first thing they want to do is swoop up all the homeless, houseless people and move them and get them out of sight. Don't want nobody to see them here.
Yeah. That happens quite often.
Yeah, I just said that. What do you say about
it? It's not Christ-like.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
A lot of folks just stand by and watch.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, the vast majority. I think usually like 1-2 people might say something, make a scene about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it. And the funny thing is, a lot of times, they're probably the atheist.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard what I said?
I did. I don't know how that applies because It doesn't matter a person's spiritual, whether they're atheists or they believe in.
That I disagree with.
Okay, that's okay. But there's a mission that has to happen. If I'm a homeless person, and I'm in a situation and something like that is happening to me, that's gonna be one of the last questions that I ask. My main thing is thank you, and we'll get to the part about you being a Christian, atheist, Muslim, or whatever. We'll get to that part a little later. But right now, my main issue is thank you. Thank you for at least seeing me and knowing that I am a person. I am a person.
See, maybe I should just.
No. You did nothing wrong, Patrick. You did nothing wrong.
No, I'm just. This is going to be a doozy.
I ain't heard that in a long time. Go ahead. It'll be a doozy. Go ahead.
Well,
go ahead,
the majority of the time when I'm on this show, I hold back a crap ton. And I ain't had my coffee yet, so. I guess it's maybe it's just because where I live and the fact that I deal with predominantly white folks. Yeah.
When we come back to you.
No, this okay. Words can be hard. A lot of the folks that if that situation was to happen right in front of them, they'd be too worried and too afraid of backlash. The fear mind. Or they're full of false promises of, hey, I'm going to do this or do that or help or, all those kinds of comments. Well, they're going to promise a whole bunch of stuff or I'll do the best I can and I'll get back with you. Yeah, okay. That's the way I'm used to being. Most humans are. But folks like Leonard, when they say what they mean, they're a rarity.
I'm not gonna say it's a rarity. It's just maybe a lot of times we have to run into the people that have other things going on and what people got to understand. Everybody have a life. And everybody have things going on in their life. And maybe if somebody came to you and said they was going to do something for you, when they said that to you, maybe they had all the intent in the world of doing that. But you got to understand that once they step 2 steps away from you, life is still happening in their existence. And so now they have to deal with things that's going on. Maybe they lights was about to get turned off, or maybe they was going through a situation in their life themselves that they had to deal with at that particular time, and they were not able to get back to you. Now, should they have called and said something? Absolutely. But life happens for everybody, not just the person that the promise is made to, but everybody. And we have to get away from that and thinking that, okay, they said they was going to do this and they didn't do it or they didn't hold the word. Maybe they wanted to. Maybe when they said it to you, the intent of their heart was pure. But life happens to all of us. Life happens to all of us.
The devil did it. I said the devil did it. I got you.
Now, see, if you took what I just said, if that's all that you got out of what I just said, then you missed my whole point, brother. Tucson, talk to me. Tucson, you there?
Yeah. I just taken another look at. Let me build this out. Let me cut this off. Sorry.
Three people said the point was missed. 3 people just said to me that the point that I made. 3 people just said to me on the app that the point that I just made was missed.
Okay. Say your point again.
No. The point I was saying about, life happens to everybody, and Tucson, if you and I come together and you say, well, Raheem, I'm gonna do this for you, man. I know you're in a situation. I'm gonna do this, and blah blah. You're my brother, man, and I feel like we love each other, man. So I know I could count on that if you tell me you're gonna do something. But if you walk 2 steps away from me and something happened in your life, and now you got something going on in your life that you have to deal with, you got to deal with that. Now it's not that you didn't intend, not that your intent was to help me, but now you got something going on in your life that you have to take care of that part first, and then you could probably get back to me later on. Now, should you call and say, well, Raheem, something came up, and I go, yes, you should do that, but sometimes people don't have the time or the opportunity to do that when they're dealing with life. Life happens to all of us. And so if a person say that they're going to help you, if the intent is right, if their heart is in the right place, that's a beautiful thing. But that does not mean that life is going to stop for them to concentrate on just what they have to. Your life not going to stop just for you to help me, Tucson. Your life's still going to continue to go on. Yeah. And things in your life could happen that could alter or curve what you said you was going to do for me. Should I hold that against you? No. Life happens. Life happens to all of us.
It makes no sense to hold it against him, Ryan, because let me just throw this idea for free. I got me and a wife, and we got 9 children.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Got 24 grandchildren.
Mm-hmm.
Who you think come first?
You, probably.
I'm just asking.
You, probably.
You think that I don't get calls from wife, children, and grandchildren?
Yeah. Yeah. Think? Oh, yeah. Of course you do. Of course you do.
I got my own priorities and responsibility
already.
Let's omit. I think that's what it is.
Yes.
Let's exclude the children and grandchildren because they grown. I mean the children at least got their own. They're trying to get their own. Let's just take care of me. My wife shouldn't walk nowhere at all at any time. She ain't got no business flagging no ride or asking somebody else to do anything for her. Period. You got mortgage, you got light bill, gas bill, water bill. You got to put fuel in the car. You don't ride around with expired license plate tags. You don't ride around with no insurance. I got 6 cars that I pay insurance on. 6 of them. I can only drive one at a time.
Yeah.
But there's a reason why that happens. Okay? There's some business I don't tell that I got to take care of. Out of all of that, what I'm talking about right here, let's add now the children. Some of them doing well, some of them may not be.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I get a call and you call 5 minutes before them, and I make some statements towards you to try to help you, if 5 minutes later I get a call from my grandchildren or my children, who do you think I'm gonna help first?
You're gonna help you better help your children.
It would make sense.
Yeah.
Suppose my wife's car breaks down. What you think I'm gonna do? So here you are in a predicament. I understand that. But you feel some kind of way that I make another call and say, Raheem, something has come up. I know that I told you that, but I'm not able to do it. You mean to tell me you mad? Oh, does that cause me to be less Christian or less your friend? I think good. Let's not be friends.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you're going to take that attitude and that approach, we don't need to be. We don't need to be.
No, no. No, there's nothing wrong with me. There's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Because you feel some kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
But sure enough, I said it. But you know what somebody said at one time? Life be lifing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
And when life start lifing, things happen beyond your control.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And you mean to tell me that I'm gonna put things in and prioritize it, and you're gonna badmouth me?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're gonna do? Oh, you're gonna front me because I said something and I'm not able to do it. Okay, I know what to do with you. I'm gonna say it like this, and I mean every word. I told y'all, anything I say or do can be held against me, not in the court of law, but on the morning glow.
Yeah.
In the name of Jesus, let's break up this relationship and friendship.
Mm-hmm.
Get out of here.
Exactly.
I no longer receive your phone calls.
Mm-hmm.
I might block you.
Yep.
In the name of Jesus.
Just like that. Just like that. Cassandra Alexander Green, talk to me.
Yeah, I was Tucson. I mean, I believe that charity begins at home, and our first priority after God is to our families.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't. I would make sure that my children, my grandchildren are taken care of if something comes up and I've made a commitment. And I just, you know, we do the best that we can. One thing I had to learn that bothered me, and it shouldn't have bothered me as much as it did, is that I can't help everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But it was something that Leonard said that I thought about. There have been several people over the years that I've been helping that I took as an individual case when God led me to see them through the entire process of getting off of the street. I do resources all the time when they're available, but actually there have been people, several people, over the years that I've been doing community work, community service, that God said, no, I don't want you to just get them food. I need you to help them get off of the street.
Mm-hmm.
And I literally, it took me, one guy, I think it took me about maybe 6 months to go through the entire process of getting them off of the street. There was a family. It took me probably about 4 or 5 months to help them. Over the years, there have been different people that I've helped. It's not always easy, but if God specifically says, I need you to get them off of the street.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I do. I will stick with them through the process to make sure that that's done. You know, we just never know. I like I said, this is a hard subject for me because this is what I work with every day, and it can be very painful.
Yes.
And but I do it every day. I try to help somebody in some way.
And that's a part of your life's mission, Cassandra. That's a part of your life's mission. It really is.
And God bless Miss
Cassandra. We can't do it all. We can't. I would never tell anybody you can do it all. No, do what you can. This is my motto, and I've said this for years. No one can do everything, but everyone can do something. You can do something.
Exactly.
Even if you don't have money, an encouraging word, something to help somebody else.
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
Exactly. Catalina, talk to me.
And I think that's what's most important, because when building networks of people who do these types of things, and I've met so many people like Miss Cassandra doing this work in the street. And man, when I tell you, you're not going to meet better people.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're not going to meet better people. And so I've met those preachers who have street ministries, And that's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
They minister to the people in the street.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know, it's like I was speaking earlier. Everybody can't do it 24 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
But what was I supposed? I mean, I remember people were calling me at one point, and you know, with all I was doing, people didn't realize I had to have heart surgery.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A lot of people didn't realize I had cancer.
Mm-hmm.
None of that.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? You have to accept it. That's why you meet Cassandras and you meet other people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And trust me, when you walk away, soon as you get better, guess what? Their work's still right out there in them streets.
Mm-hmm.
It don't go away. I had a cousin, didn't know him very well, but I knew his dad, and so his dad is older. And they found him. He had, I guess, you know, rough time or whatever happened. He found himself actually out there in LA on what, Skid Row?
Yes.
And that's where they found his body. Rough family. My family's rough. And so the dad, when he got out of prison, went looking for him and gave him a memorial. But he had to cremate him. Don't know who had been out there in that heat.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know, you don't have to go that far. You blessed if you got to go find a stranger that needs some help. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody has not been fortunate enough to just be what the Bible says is lenders and not borrowers. I tell people I had the corporate job before I had the education. I didn't go to college when I graduated from high school. But when I did go, I went to learn policy, to learn public administration, to hopefully give back and teach in the community. And guess what? Ain't no money. You don't get rich. None of the. Ask Miss Cassandra.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't, trust me. You don't get rich. Sometimes you got a disconnect notice in your mailbox and you out there helping everybody else.
You better say so.
Yeah.
But I just been thankful enough and blessed enough that God provides. And my wife used to say, I think we make it because you will do and help other people.
And see that part right there, because I've seen a lot of people, myself included, I don't talk about me, but helping other people and doing everything, going to great depths to help other people. And you look and you turn back a few pages, man, and they're a couple of dimes short from having everything they need. And it's real hard, man. But they don't get. I've seen Cassandra, and I hope she don't mind me saying this, but I've seen her help people, man. And she was in need herself for certain things, but she never stopped. She never wavered, man. Soon that phone rang, she's gone. I said, Cassandra, where you going? This family need help, or I got a call from this person. I said, my God, does she ever turn it off? But in reality, I don't think that a person is that giving and that loving and that supportive. I don't think they can turn it off. I don't think they can. I really don't.
And they probably wouldn't.
No.
They probably wouldn't. I know people, that's just their life's work.
Yeah.
And, you know, God bless the dead and all those that I have met that really helped me and just keep the faith, brother. Keep hope alive, brother.
Yeah.
What can I do? I mean, I don't met people that put, you know, they'll say, you do this and you do that. So how much they pay you? Ain't no pay.
None.
You know, some people like to put a little money in my, hey, for you, brother, this for your gas money.
Yeah.
Things like that that have helped me so much when you really doing it. And trust me, there's, I don't know about Miss Cassandra, but it's scary.
Yeah.
Because you don't know half the time. You really don't. You just hoping. And then you have to go talk to people who have and sometimes try to get them to support. Or if you've ever visited like a halfway house, or a transition center, and you meet people trying to do better, you may be there just to sit there and say, "Good job, brother," every day, to keep encouraging them.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, that means a lot to a lot of people. Sometimes that's what they need.
Just that little nudge. Just that little nudge to
Yeah,
keep
and you'll find yourself asking God, why these people keep calling me? Well, you must gonna provide because I have nothing.
Yeah.
So you obviously go. I know Miss Cassandra be fussing with God. I know she do.
Let me do this. We are actually
absolutely.
Actually, we have a guest. Our guest gonna be on in just a minute, but we got a couple of other callers. I want to address them before we get to the guest. So Annie from Mississippi, good morning, young lady. How you doing this morning?
Good morning. Great morning. Good morning to everybody.
And we're talking about right now here in Atlanta, the FIFA, that big soccer tournament just came through. And what happened was the city tried to gather up as many homeless people as they can and sweep them up under the carpet and act and step over and act as if they don't exist, and give the image, give the image of, you know, it's a beautiful city, and Atlanta is a beautiful city. I love Atlanta. Since I moved here, I love Atlanta. But at the same time, it does have a homeless population that needs some attention. So why do you think there was a conscious effort to try to get rid of the homeless during that period of time?
Wow, I've been to Atlanta a couple of times, and there is a major homeless problem up there. I've never seen as many homeless people in any city that I visited the way that I saw in Atlanta. However, I don't know, Raheem. I guess, you know, they want to put on this image as if the leaders are doing their job and everything is kosher, when it's just the opposite. I don't know what city that was. I saw where one city was going through the neighborhoods, tearing down the tents, throwing those carts they be pushing, putting them in this big trash bin that's going through cleaning up the city, like in Kensington. Kensington's known for a massive homeless area as well. But rather than facing the truth that, you know, it's not being fixed, they would have put a Band-Aid on the problem.
Yeah.
But the Band-Aid do not make it well, just cover up temporarily. So you ask me why they done it, to cover up that they're lacking, that they're not doing what they're supposed to do. It starts locally, and you know, we need the funds from the government, you know, but however, you know how that's going right now with that guy in office. So it's just a whole mess. It's like nobody cares about anybody except themselves and our image. And the people that's broken are just broken. You know, no one cares about them being broken. It's just sad.
Wow. Curtis, good morning, sir. How you doing this morning? Oh, no, I got to hit him on mute. Let me see. He has some background noise. There you go, Curtis. I got you on mute.
What up, man? I had to hit the mute button.
Yeah. Give me a quick version, because Curtis, give me your quick version. We're gonna bring our guests in, and so, but I want to hear your heart on it, brother. Why do you think city like Atlanta, and I think the city that Annie was talking about may have been Atlanta, but I know LA had a big move toward doing something like that as well. LA was massive in regards to trying to just swoop up all the homeless people and do something with them. But what are they doing? What are they doing with them?
Well, Gavin Newsom is trying to do some powerful things with the container community to help the homeless situation. But if you want my quick answer, there's an executive order out there signed by our illustrious dummy.
Wow.
Basically, if you're homeless, they can lock you up. So you got to people got to learn. We done had a few years where we just people wasn't paying attention or seeing the forest beyond the trees. So you got an executive order out there that you can lock the homeless up to get them off the street.
Mm-hmm.
You got deals that was made. You got side deals that was made with these with these private prison owners, and there has been a contractual agreement that the state would keep 97% of the beds full. Well,
wow.
They haven't met that, and the people that own the private prisons ain't getting the money that they thought. So, hey, we need somebody to lock up. So you gotta really pay attention to the foods that's being made when you see that, because they're gonna probably try and filter those people through the correctional system. Eventually, they're gonna try and feed them through the correctional center so that the private prison owners can get their money.
Wow. There's a lot going on. Badger, give me your quick version. We're going to bring the guests in. What's on your heart, Badger?
The way the system currently is. Folks that are in those types of situations, if you know, if it wasn't for folks like Toussaint and Cassandra and Leonard and Curtis and things like that, they wouldn't have anybody.
Wow.
So it's one of those situations, and I think that's lost in translation earlier, that there's a lot of folks that if you sit down one-on-one and talk to them, they'll do a whole bunch of complaining and things like that. And then you go, hey, well, come advocate. Like, come, let's go do this. Oh, I got something to go do.
Wow.
Those are the ones I'm talking about.
Okay. Good deal.
Would you call them pretenders?
Yeah.
Pretending that they care, whatever. That kind of stuff. Those
pretentious people. They're very pretentious.
I don't know that word. What's that mean?
Watch this. Look it up, Badger. You're a researcher. Look it up. Pretentious. But we'll talk about it later on, brother. I got to bring the guest in right now. And this young lady, she's doing some amazing things along the lines of finance. Let me get her on the screen here. Let her introduce herself, and we will move forward with this conversation that I am so excited to have. There she is. Hey, Miss Deborah, how you doing?
I'm great. Thanks. I'm listening to the conversation and wondering if I'm not watching the news enough. I don't know.
Well, I know that I had the pleasure of meeting you at our meeting at KW a few days ago, and you was telling me about some of the things that was going on and some of the programs that you had throughout your company, and I was very impressed to the point where I wanted to get you on here, and thank you for accepting coming on. Tell us a little bit about you. You have Charter Accountings, and there's a tagline here that says make more, keep more, grow more money.
That's well, just back it up for just a second. I'll tell you a little bit about, who are you listening to and why in the heck should you, why should what I say even make a difference to you, right? But so I'm a CPA. I've owned a business for 34 years. Back in the 90s, women weren't owning businesses nearly as much as they are really now. And we're still kind of lagging behind men a little bit on that. But what I do, that what make more, keep more, grow more really means is kind of my take on what I've seen over the past 3 decades. Let's just back it up for a second. Money. I'm just thinking about what to say based on what I just heard. There is a real issue with homelessness, but I think it's like what I tell women, especially, and I talk to men as well, but I do talk to women a lot about money. It's really it's a structure problem. If we just keep trying, it goes back to, I'm not a super religious person, but everybody knows the quote, give a man a fish, he eats today, teach a man how to fish, he lives for, you basically can continue to live. I think a lot of things when you personal, building wealth, we just don't have the toolkit to do it. And that's a lot of the reason why sometimes people get into a situation where they don't have a place to live. I know there's a lot of other reasons, that people get that way, but if we just attack the problem, I'm not a political person whatsoever, but if we just attack the problem by just, giving some, taking care of it today, we've got to come up with a systemic problem. And that's really what I help clients with. I mean, the main thing, obviously, that I do, I own a CPA firm, so I do taxes and payroll and bookkeeping and things like that. But really, it's more about your financial health a little bit, your financial literacy, and really the whole flow of money. I have a saying that I say, when our founding fathers, if we go back to the history of America, the top dog for money was called the comptroller of the currency. And the reason that it's called currency is because money is supposed to flow. I'm supposed to make it, I'm supposed to spend it. Then that person that I spend it with, they have money to then go and spend it somewhere else. And we just got to keep it kind of flowing. And that's when things kind of don't work, is when the money isn't flowing, right? And so how does the money flow? You learn, you bring it in, you make it, you have a business, you have a job, you have a career, you sell something that somebody else needs. And then once you get the money, how can you really keep it? You watch your expenses and you watch for the leaks, and taxes is one of the areas that a lot of people lose a lot of money on. So that's where the keep it comes from. And then once you have made it, you've kept as much of it as you can, then you're going to grow it for the future. Because, in actuality, I mean, just a human need, I think, for all people is to be self-sufficient. Mm-hmm. And so, I mean, nobody wants to have to depend on somebody else for a place to live. Nobody wants to have to depend on somebody to help them, right? So if we give them the toolkit, it makes things a lot better. I mean, that is not normally what I talk about when I talk about this, but I just felt like following the conversation that I just heard, exactly. That kind of played into it.
What do you think is one of the biggest myths that's out there in regards to finance, and why people are not as financially secure as they should be? What are some of the potholes that a lot of people you find fall into?
Well, I think one of the challenges we really have right now is we are just thinking in my lifetime, over the past 50, 60 years, what has changed technologically, what has changed for us socially, what has changed for us. I mean, I think a lot of times people are getting jobs are changing, and you have to really kind of move with that. And I don't think people are getting the skills fast enough to bring the money in, because it doesn't matter. That's the first thing. You've got to figure out, how do I make money? How do I support myself? Right. And I think that a lot of times people feel like that it's harder to make money than it really is. I mean, there's a lot of other opportunities. Most of the people I work with have businesses, or people like, at the Keller, or that are out there, real estate agents. They're, a lot of these jobs don't need college educations anymore. I mean, I remember when I was growing up, I was the first person that graduated from college in my family. So it was kind of generationally kind of changing our legacy in our world or whatever. But I mean, it used to be like everybody go to college, get the job, stay there for a long time, get the gold watch and retire. I don't think that's the paradigm anymore. I think most people are changing what they're doing continuously, and you have to continue to improve your skills and to continue to find out what really are the things you need to do to bring the money in, right? I mean, because we really are ultimately responsible for ourselves.
Absolutely. There's a movement right now where a lot of people are working from home, and and AI. There's a lot of different opportunities. What are some of the advantages, pros, cons with working from home, and is there opportunities in AI where people could make millions of dollars?
Well, I mean, millions are just at least enough to pay for their place to live, right? There's a lot of opportunity in AI. I actually am very into AI. I've been using it for my content creation. I'm using it to automate some of the things in my business. And there are a lot of opportunities to use AI to create income streams. I mean, it's so much easier now to create a digital product. All of us have some kind of knowledge that other people need. I mean, you probably have these great family recipes that, that people would love to have. I mean, those things with AI and with computers, you can generate a digital product so easily. I mean, thousands and thousands of new authors are jumping onto Amazon every single day. I have a client that made a ton on Amazon last year. I mean, I don't even want to say the number. It's so huge. From writing an 8-book series. I mean, a fiction series. And he made, let's just say it was multiple six figures last year. And you just wouldn't even think of that a few years ago. I mean, how much harder would it have been to write a whole book or write an 8-book series? And then how do you even market it? Now we have the access, with AI and things like that to promote other people's products and things easily online.
Let me we're gonna jump around a lot because I don't know actually how much time I have with you, so we're gonna jump around just a little bit.
Sure.
And I want to talk to you right now about the taxes and people with their taxes. I know you prepare taxes. Are there certain people tell me all the time there's certain things that you could do to save money, move money, and make it make sense so that your return will be greater? How does that work? I know you can't give it all. Yeah. How does that work? And what does that look like?
Well, obviously the population that could really has more opportunities on saving money on taxes are business owners, because when you're an employee, the big number on your return is a W-2, and there's not much we can do to offset a W-2 other than making sure you're taking all the credits for your children. There's some energy credits, making sure you keep up with all your itemized deductions and stuff. But that's not going to move the needle a lot. It's really kind of almost like how much did you make and this is how much you owe if it's all W-2, which is an employee. But when you're a business owner, there are so many opportunity. You're kind of starting with a different number. I mean, like you may have sold $1,000 worth of something, but from that 1,000, if you were a W-2 person, that would go on your tax return and that's how much you would pay. But that 1,000, maybe you had mileage to drive around to deliver something to your customer, or you have your cell phone in order to get in touch with your customers, business use of home, your computer, but you're paying tax on that, on the money after you've spent everything. Plus there's great opportunities, and I talked about this at the meeting the other day, to hire your children. I've actually seen a lot of my clients are actually hiring their parents who are now, seniors, that maybe have kind of retired, but maybe need, maybe have extra time. People are living so much longer. I personally think I'm on the 100-year plan, so I'm hoping that I live that long. So they're needing to make money longer, so you can hire your, parents or your kids because they're in a lower tax bracket. Using your home is a big deduction. There's so many ways when you have a business, and setting your business up the right way can also make a huge difference in how much tax you pay.
You said something the other day in the meeting. It was around the different structures of your business, the LLC, the corporations, and the S Corp. Two questions. How should a person go into that? And would you recommend that everybody have some sort of a business for those tax reasons that you was talking about earlier?
For sure. I mean, and the side gig economy has grown so much, right? I mean, it's so much easier. I mean, most people that do have a job have a side gig of some sort, right? So when you get off of that W-2 line on the tax return into the business line, that's when, and I said this the other day, this is a Deborah-ism, but I don't like the tax tail to wag the dog. So don't spend money just to save money on taxes. That doesn't make sense to me. But if you can now take expenses that would have been personal and now can be deductible, mileage, business meals, your cell phone, again, this, things that already you're spending, that your internet, things that you can now all of a sudden become a deduction so that you can generate that side gig income. Everybody can have a side gig. There's a ton of like direct sales businesses. That's an easy way to jump into a side gig. Like maybe there's a facial cream or makeup or something that a woman likes, or a health product that you like and use. So many of those are direct sale businesses. So why not become a representative and have your own little side business for that? And you're promoting it to your friends and family, because we're all influencers. It just depends on who you're influencing. Is your community small? Is it big? But everybody is influenced. What you say means something to somebody, right? Yes. So why not influence their decisions on buying if you believe in the product? And then that gives you a business.
Good deal. We're going to go, if it's okay. We have a panel. We're family here, and I'm going to open up for them to ask questions as well. Sure. But before we leave, you do have a book, and I want you to talk about your book as well. So we want to put that in. So let me go around. Cassandra, are you there?
Yes.
Do you have any questions and/or concerns?
No, I don't. Thank you for the information.
Okay, good deal. Leonard?
It's very good information. I started doing those types of things for people. I started my consulting business simply because of what I was doing for my family. And for years, I was trying to get people to understand about, like she mentioned, that side gig thing. And so I started with me reading for my grandparents. And then people started wanting me to teach them how to read and write things. So then when I went to college, I started writing for people. And that's how, it's like the little thing she says, you're doing something. You just have to monetize. And then when you do that, you're not in that W-2 no more. Now you're working for yourself and you can take advantage of the taxes. I taught myself how to do taxes with people.
Wow.
Anything I could do to make money, I was trying to make it a business. And that's how I came up with the consulting company years ago. And now, like she said, the space in your home, the meals, your car, mileage, and everybody don't have a whole bunch of money to pay an accountant. Sometimes I sit and I tell people, if you got a couple hours, I'll teach you how to do it yourself. And you don't even have to come to me every year. Education is the way to go. And then sharing what you know with somebody else. People are selling pictures of themselves in their underwear. Do you understand that? And they're making lots of money. Now think of how ridiculous that seems to some people. But to them, they found a way. And lots of people now are online doing what? Now, everybody don't approve of it.
Yeah.
But when you look at them receipts, it makes people say, No. And of course, Raheem, I'm not advising people to.
Oh, no.
There's a lot of other things you can do online besides.
But I love the way she says it, because she does it exactly right. I mean, just that simple. You're doing something.
Yeah.
You're influencing somebody.
Exactly. That's good. That's good. And I was going to put that disclaimer out there. Now, we're not here. We're not. I just want to let y'all know that we're not endorsing, highlighting, promoting. I just wanted to make that clear.
Badger, I was thinking more like your knowledge of like your family recipes or something like that.
He took a turn on us. He took a quick left.
He took a detour.
Yeah, exactly. Badger, any questions and or concerns?
Do you think it's possible for everyone to be able to do that?
Well, I mean, obviously it's not possible. I mean, if you don't have a computer, you're not going to be able to do very much online. But I do think everybody does have the opportunity to, I mean, it's as simple as, if you're a gardener, now people are so into fresh and organic food and things like that. You can grow tomatoes and sell them to your neighbor. I've been a hustler since I was a little kid. I remember I used to make little Christmas ornaments by hand, and my dad would take them to his job and sell them to people. This was when I was in my teens. When I was in college, and believe me, when I was in college, nobody had a computer. It wasn't that long ago, but it was in the late 80s. But I was typing papers for people for $1 a page. There is a way to make money if you want to make money. And that's just, I don't mean that in an arrogant way, but I've been making money since I was, a teenager. I was babysitting for $0.25 an hour. Now, that would not, I think they're charging people like $20 an hour to babysit, but I would baby. And if there was an extra kid, maybe I got 35 cents. And I'm not that old.
Yeah, exactly. And so there are avenues. There are certainly are avenues. You just got to find which one best fits you, and which is more comfortable for you to drive down. Which avenue is best for you to drive down, and make sure you know what you're doing. Don't just say I would like to do this. I want to be a doctor, and you have never been to a medical school at all. Your likelihood of being a doctor, you might not.
Right, but there's a lot of things you have to do without having a degree. Obviously some things. I don't want a doctor that hasn't been to medical school, right?
Exactly.
That doesn't make sense. But there's a lot of other things that you can do, especially now, that don't require. Actually, I've heard or read that there's a trend of kids not going to college these days. A lot of them are just starting their own business, which I think is a great path. For sure. I'm a total entrepreneurial junkie. In addition to my accounting business, I've owned like 5 or 6 other businesses, either with partners or myself. I have a wellness center that I'm running right now because I feel like health is wealth as well. But you don't need to go to college for a lot of that stuff. But I mean, there are so many ways. I mean, like you can get, I mean, like my son has a, what do you call it? The digital printer, the thing that makes, it's a digital printer or whatever. I mean, he wanted, and I told him, I'm like, look, there's a million things that you could be, you know, selling. I mean, in Etsy and some of those other little platforms, it's super easy to make a little product and get it out there. Facebook Marketplace. I mean, it's so easy to market things now.
Exactly. Now, if an individual had only $100 a month to invest, to do something with in regards to business or investment, whatever it is there an avenue for them to go down?
Well, the thing is, $100 a month is kind of hard to invest. You really need to save that $100 a month for a little while so you have a little bit of a nest egg to start investing. But I always say the best time to start saving / investing is as soon as you make some money. I mean, just like, you know, I mean, even when I was, even my kids, when they had a little bit of an allowance, you know, part of it was, okay, how much of this are you going to save, you know, and you just have to really kind of do that. But until you have a little bit of a nest egg, $100, you almost need to put that in a savings account first, because of course you need to have an emergency fund first, right? So in case something bad happens. And, but then once you get a little bit of a nest egg, there's a lot of little easy things. I mean, you don't have to buy into, I mean, I wouldn't say buy stocks with that or whatever. I'm not a financial advisor, so don't be taking this as financial advice. Everybody's situation is the same. I think it's not so important what you invest but that you systematically do something. I mean, I think the biggest problem, and I talk about this in my book, that people wait until there's a big event, or I have you know, I'll do that later when I have this much. But literally, if you just started putting $25, you know, a month into an account when you're young, I mean, that can grow to a lot over time, right? So it's really a matter of being consistent with something. And then you can get a little bit of a raise. Then you go to $50 a pay period. And then you go to maybe $100 a pay period. And that number really adds up. I mean, Albert Einstein, you know, is known for, like, you know, science and stuff. But one of the other things he said is the compound interest is one of the greatest powers on, you know, in the universe, basically, is having time for your money to grow. Right. And so it's better to do a little bit over a long period of time and then waiting until you have a big lump sum. That's why, I mean, sometimes too, and not to get off on a tangent, but I said the P in CPA stands for psychology, because there's a lot of psychology around money. And that's why sometimes when people win the lottery, they're, you know, most of those people have blown all that money within 2 or 3 years because they don't know how to handle the money. To go at a big lump like that, you need to do it small little steps consistently so that you understand what you're doing with it.
Somewhere I read where it says the fool and his money will soon depart. Tucson, you have any questions? Ain't no concern.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear. Yes, sir.
Okay. So, you ever heard the expression, drive to thrive? I'm gonna look it up if you have. What would be your motivation to make money or provide a service? What would you think it would be better?
Well, the thing is,
money or to provide a service?
Well, I think they're interrelated, right? I mean, you're not going to make money just in a vacuum, just because you want to make money, right? So I always say, you know, do what you love, the money will follow, basically. I mean, so find something that you can do that serves people. You're going to make money from it, right? Just because you want to sell something, if nobody cares about it, what is really the point? So, I mean, I don't think it's, you know, the money itself isn't the end game. Money's just a tool to get us the things that we need in life. But how do you get to that tool, right? And so providing a good service, I mean, like, I've been in business for 34 years. You don't stay in business for 34 years if you're not providing a good service to people.
That's good. That's good. Are you done? Are you done, Tucson? You have a follow-up?
No, I think that sometimes some people, it's just in my opinion. I mean, I'm not a business or entrepreneur. I work every day. I have a job, 9 to 5. But if a person has this, I'm gonna go out there and make me some money, I think a lot of people fail because of that, because they don't have no service. They just have a desire to make money, and they become con men.
Well, of course. Honestly, there is again, back to the psychology of money, there's energy related. Not to get all woo-woo on you, but there is an energy. And if you're providing good service, you're going to make money. If you don't have something of value, it's going to explode. Implode. It's not going to be sustainable.
That's good. That's good. 508-924-3521. 508-924-3521. We're having the honor and the thrill and the pleasure of talking to Miss Deborah Daniel. And I'm gonna say Daniels, but she didn't get the S. She left the S out. But she's a person that you really need to have in your corner. She's gonna talk to you about finances, taxes, everything that you need to make sure that you succeed in this thing called life. And so if you have an opportunity, if you have a free moment, give us a call and ask her a question. 508-924-3521. Curtis, are you there? Curtis, are you there? Curtis may have stepped away for a second. Does anybody else have a question? Or y'all know I know how to talk, so I can definitely go with it. But anybody else have a question or concern? Okay, let's talk about your book.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, so the topic, the title is Women's Wealth Secrets, Make More, Keep More, Grow More. And it really is just, it's my take on what I've seen, what I've lived, what I've seen clients live over the past 30 years. Just talking about, it's good financial information. So there's a lot in there about, the four buckets, the four different buckets of money that you need to have: saving versus investing, time value of money, some basic financial, but it's kind of woven into a story about a client and a client avatar. Her name is Carrie in the book. Carla. And we talk through some lessons about money and how particularly women can use their business to create wealth in their life, not just a paycheck, not just to pay the bills this month, but how they can use that to grow both a future for themselves and a legacy. Because I believe, this is just my belief, that good people, good women making good money do good things, right? We can't help, like the earlier conversation, if you don't have enough money to keep your own lights on, you can't do very much to help other people, right? And so it's really kind of just a little bit of my take on everything that you need to know, as a primer for really wealth through my experience. There's no new information out there. There's a ton of people that'll talk to you about personal finances. There's the gurus, Dave Ramsey and Susie Orman and things like that. It's a lot of that kind of information, but from my perspective as a business owner and how you can use that to grow your wealth and grow legacy.
Okay. Now, where can we get the book?
It's going to be on Amazon I think the date that we're coming out, the Amazon bestseller date is August the 12th. And so one of the ways you can get to it is, okay if I share a URL? So I have it's kind of a money quiz, and I've come up with 8. Part of the book, I talk about 8 money personalities, because just like everybody has a different, it's not like formal, like astrology. It's so certain people are savers, certain people are spenders, certain people. And so I came up with my own 8 avatars. And so it's really interesting, and it comes out pretty cool. But if you do go to the website, crackyourwealthcode.com, exactly that's the word, crackyourwealthcode.com, and take the quiz, you'll get a cool little thing that tells you your money personality, and it kind of explains a little bit how you think about saving, just based on the way you're answering questions, and how to improve your money skills, and how you would react to debt and things like that. And then once you get on that list, you'll also get emails from me when the book comes out. Yeah, that's exactly crackyourwealthcode.com.
Good deal. And I put it on the screen just for the people that's viewing right now. Just in case you missed it, or for whatever reason you didn't hear clearly, it's on the screen, so you can actually go to the screen right there, and that's what it is. Crackyourwealthcode.com. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I didn't know if you had came to me. My wife had called me, so I had to click over.
Okay.
So I had 2 questions.
Go ahead. What's your questions?
I appreciate what you're doing. Did I hear that you also work with the homeless population in some capacity?
No, honestly, I mean, I'm saying in order to be able, I mean, it's one of the things that I'm passionate about, but I mean, I'm busy kind of doing my thing, but I do try to keep up with what's going on. But what I was trying to say is my goal, my mission is to help people earn money so they can help the causes that they want. Because if you can't keep your lights on, you can't help anybody. So good people making good money do good things, but you got to make the good money before you can do it. So, and maybe your, passion of choice is homelessness. Maybe it's animals. Maybe it's, domestic violence. I mean, there's so many causes out there. But you can't help any of those causes if you can't help yourself. Is kind of what I was saying. So I think you kind of caught in on that.
I only asked because I was going to plan it too. I'm retired, but there's a company called Point Source Youth. I wanted to ask you if you were familiar, because it sounds like they could really use your services. They do a lot of homeless 18 to 24, male and female, and most of their participants are actually entrepreneurs, and they just don't have an idea as to how to keep their cash flows going. So I was just gonna say, if you weren't familiar with them, they could really use your expertise, and they are national now. They're actually international now. So I just wanted to plant that.
No, I was not familiar with that organization. I was not. I'm not familiar with that organization, but I would love to know.
I hear people say that, like, okay, I'm going to put this money in this account and I'm going to live off the interest. But I've never known, like, well, what kind of account is that? And how much is that investment? How much is that initial investment?
Well, it depends on your age, right? Because time value of money. I mean, like my part of what I tell people to do, my clients, and I do it. I practice what I preach. I mean, hardly anything that I tell clients to do, I haven't done myself. Is when you are a business owner, one of the strategies that I tell people is to hire your kids. Well, in addition to hiring your kids, if once they have some income, they also can start putting money into investment accounts, a Roth IRA or a regular IRA. And so, but if you put in, if you ever heard the story Brother A, Brother B, this is a good example. So this is kind of in the finance circles. I mean, we tell this story a lot to clients. But if one brother started saving $1,000 a month, starting at age 20, and he stopped at age 30, right? The other brother said, hey, my brother is really, saving a lot of money. He starts at age 30. He will never catch up with the person that started, even though the first brother stops putting money in. Just the way the time value of money works, the earlier you do it, the better, right? And so, and I think it was, you might've been on earlier when Raheem asked me, where would you put $100? I mean, that's not enough to really invest. You need to start out saving first. And then once you get a little bit of a nest egg, you can actually open the easiest thing would be to open like a mutual fund account, or with your, almost anyone. And then just every month have it put in. The biggest thing to me is not what is that number, it's doing it consistently over time.
That's good. That's good. We have another caller just called.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
We have another caller just called in. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
It's just me right here.
Okay.
Toy with a T.
Toy with a T.
Good morning, y'all. How y'all doing?
Hey, doing good. We're talking to the young lady. She actually has a company called Charter Accounting, and she does everything finances. And she's a big wheel at this thing. She's been doing it for well over 30 years. And she impressed me at the meeting that we had at the office, at Keller Williams' office a couple of days ago. And I asked her to come and hang out with us a little bit, and she accepted, and I thank her for doing that. Do you have any questions, Toya, in regards to finances? What to do with all that money you got, and where you need to put it in, and
I mean, I don't know. I guess let me ask a question for when it comes to finances over 50. And I thought I heard her made a comment about once you have the money. My question is that in 2026, with everything being so high of inflation, and of course, we know the national minimum wage does not allow us to be able to do certain things. What's an advice for someone to be able to continue to move forward with the upside down now, and especially if you're in your 40s and 50s, because I think it's a rough transition now with the funding, and in order to really get a hold of your finances, you got to try to increase your finances. So, what's a suggestion for someone who may be really strapped for cash, kind of in their 40s and 50s, as far as some advice to help them be better off or more financially fit?
Well, I mean, it goes back to what I said before. I mean, my whole mantra is make more, keep more, grow more. Well, you can't keep it, you can't grow it until you make more. So that really, it goes back to what we were talking about before. Even if you have like I say it all the time. If you're on a W-2, which means you are an employee, you don't have a lot of control over your inflow, right? You can't go to your boss and say, like when my daughter needed braces, many years ago, oh, I need $6,000 for braces. You can't go to your boss and say, hey, I need $6,000. They're like, go back to work. But as a business owner or a gig worker or whatever, you just sell a little bit more of what you've got going on. So if you're struggling financially, I mean, you can, of course, look at your expenses, but I mean, cut your Netflix. One of the big gurus want to tell you, cut your Netflix, turn off the lights, when you leave the room, eat ramen noodles. And that's not going to make a big dent. Nobody's going to get wealthy cutting their $9.99, Netflix subscription or whatever. But you really have to attack the inflow first. I mean, and if you can't do anything about getting a new job, I mean, increase your skills so that you could get a promotion or get a better job or a different job. Then the other case is, some kind of a gig, sell. I don't know if you were on when I was talking about all the direct sales things are out there. Find a makeup brand that you like or whatever and promote it to your friends and stuff like that. It really does come down to, you got to have the money coming in before you can do anything else. You can't save, you can't invest if you don't have any money coming in.
That's good. Did she answer your question, Toya? Toya, are you there?
Absolutely. If you ain't got no money, you gotta work.
No, but the thing is too, just to kind of tie a bow on that as well, it's also not waiting until you have a lump sum, to do something. And I've mentioned this a couple times. It's better to do $25. Just, okay, I'm going to do $25. Okay. Next month, I'm going to do $25. Next month, I'm going to do $25, and getting in the habit of doing something systematically so that when you do get a little bit of a windfall or make a little extra, you can increase it, but at least do the habit. I mean, we all live on muscle memory, right? I mean, and I don't mean that just from our muscles. It's establishing the habits and continuing the habits are really probably the biggest change that you can make.
Good deal. Let me ask you another question. What does financial freedom, what does that really mean?
Well, I think it means something different to everybody, really. But to me, financial freedom means that you can do the things that one, either you continue working because you want to work, or you've set yourself up. And this is, I think, especially to LaToya's question, hey, I'm 40 or 50 years old and I haven't really saved anything. Your other option is, how do I come up with something that's an inflow that's going to continue, right? So maybe it is save up a little bit and get a rental property, or maybe it is, something that's going to be an ongoing, cash flow. That, to me, that's free. That's financial freedom. When I know when the month rolls over, I've got commitments of things coming in, whether I work or don't work. That's financial freedom.
What advice would you give an individual? 22 years old, 22 years old, and they're going to college and they're doing pretty good in college, but the path that they're taking is not the path that they want to go on with the rest of their life, and they want to go into some sort of a business at 22 years old. What are some of the things that they should concentrate on?
Well, I will tell you, 100% the most important skill you can have in life, period, and in business is communication skills. I mean, because if you can't communicate your value, you can't get a good job, you can't run a business, you can't serve customers. I mean, so if you're the first skill I would work on is communication skills and your ability to deliver, good. You can't even sell something if you can't describe the benefits of it, right?
Exactly.
So I would say communication is really important. Of course, always learning sales skills, because really, even as an employee, you're selling yourself, right, to your employer and your worth. But one of the things I find that really business owners have a problem with is they're not able to sell. And if you can't sell, you probably better stay in a job, right? Because you have to keep engaging customers all the time. So getting those customer service, that, interpersonal skills, that's the biggest, most valuable. And in your life, come on, even just in your relationships, having better communication skills is, I think, something everybody needs to have in their toolbox.
Mm-hmm. That's good. That's good.
It's not financial, but it makes a difference in your finances.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, we covered a lot today. Is there anything that we did not cover that you would like to kind of harp on? I'm going to open it.
No, I think the biggest thing is I personally, one of my mantras is to be a lifetime learner. And I think, if you have that attitude to just keep trying to learn stuff, and that's what I was really trying to do in writing this book, Women's Wealth Secrets. And I do have another one coming out soon called Entrepreneur's Tax Playbook. But the first one that's coming out is the women's book. But it really is about continuing to improve your skills, continuing to put yourself in the right situations, surrounding yourself with the right people. Because my definition of wealth, and it comes out in the book a little bit too, it's not just about money. It's kind of a little bit of a pyramid. Money is the base of it, because without money, you can't do all the other things you want to. But wealth also, to me, means relationships. Wealth also means having the resources and knowledge to do things. And then eventually, not to get woo-woo or spiritual, but you're living in your purpose is a kind of wealth as well. But you can't do that until you've handled the other parts, I don't think. And that's part of the message in the book as well.
Okay. You said something earlier, and I'm going back a few pages. You said something earlier about you have a health organization that help people in regards to their health. Mm-hmm. What is more valuable, the health or the wealth?
I think they're side by side, because what is the value of having all the money in the world and you are decrepit, or you can't get around, or what is the purpose of that? But then again, you could have great health but no money. That's not so cool either.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay. So it pretty much goes hand in hand.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, is there anything that you'd like to say in your close? Is there anybody else have anything else they want to say before we get out, before we conclude this part of it? Anybody else have any other questions, concerns? I certainly want to thank you for coming on. But does anybody have
no problem? I love talking about this. It's kind of a passion project. Oh, we got a question.
Okay, go ahead, Badger.
Talking about the health aspect. Mm-hmm. When you're helping those in need that have a harder time finding insurance and things of that nature, what would be your suggestion to counteract, like, let's say you're using a sliding scale to help get funds into the place of healthcare to help those people, but still not be end up shutting down? If I'm not
right. Well, I'm certainly not an expert on healthcare, but I do think that in our country, people have access to healthcare. Even if they don't have health insurance, right? I don't think any hospital or emergency room can turn people away. Obviously we don't want all that. But to actually do some of the preventative care and things like that, I think that is a little bit harder for people to get access to. But then, I also, my team, because it is a big expense, we do also help clients find health insurance and things like that. And there are a lot of plans out there, and especially if you're on the marketplace, I think now it's called Georgia Access or whatever, that people get health insurance for next to no cost. But then again, if you don't have access to those plans, it's hard to get that.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Okay. In your closing, anything that you'd like to say in your closing? How can people get in contact with you if they want to utilize your services? How can they get in
Sure.
contact with
Well,
you?
so of course, charteraccounting.com is our website, and we always are available. I mean, and I do offer a review of what you've done. It's, I mean, one of the callers was saying, I mean, some of the returns are super, super easy. I would say, AI is taking over some of those easier ones. And so those aren't really the population that we can help. I mean, it doesn't make sense to, pay for a professional to help if your return is just a W-2. I mean, we do them for sure, but so that's an easy way to get in touch with me. I mean, all the social media, I do put a lot of content out there about money and stuff like that. And I do have a podcast that's going to be starting soon, so you can follow me on YouTube. I mean, glad to help anybody in any way that we can.
Okay. Is there a contact number or that they could call or?
Well, sure. Our office number is 770-671-0021.
Okay. Say that one more time for the people that didn't have a pen.
So 770-671-0021.
Good deal. Young lady, thank you very much. I appreciate it. And when I met you, you blew us away. And I definitely wanted to have you on the platform so you can actually talk to our listening audience. And I know that you did so much to help them today. And I want to thank you for taking the time to hang out with us. I know you're very busy and you put this time aside. So thank you.
Great. And I appreciate it. I really enjoyed, chatting with you. And I mean, it's kind of where I am in my life and career is just kind of more as a resource to help people learn about the stuff that I've been doing for 30 years.
Good deal. And you've been doing it well. You've been doing it very well. So thank you for all that you do. I know a lot of people would co-sign the fact that you've been doing it well. You've helped so many people, and there's so many other people that you're going to help in the future. So keep doing what you're doing. God bless you, and I thank you. Thank you very much.
Great. Thanks.
Well, that is where we are in regards to that part of it, man. And she's did a great job. She's doing a great job. And you all need to reach out. You all have some situations or whatever. Reach out to her. And she's very equipped to help you in anything that you need. She's a very nice person, very welcoming person. And so I thank her for taking the time to hang out with us. I really do. And I hope that you do as well. Hope you thank her as well. All right. Leonard, what's on your heart, brother?
Well, not necessarily anything was on my heart. I think, everybody could, I like what she said about education.
Mm-hmm.
Go get an education.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, go find out what's out there. She offers crackyourwealthcode.com.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I think it was good information.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Toussaint, you there? What's on your heart, brother?
Yeah. So we were talking about what's going on basically in this country that looks a mess.
Mm-hmm.
Especially how our business leaders or seem to be going against the grain for some of its citizens.
Mm-hmm.
And so what is always probably on my heart is that what can we do? And here we are, and we are these, I don't even want to say Christians.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even want to say Christians. People that have a desire to do things that we see the government is not going to do.
Mm-hmm.
And because if it don't make money, it don't make sense. And our government, our taxes are making the ones that are in leadership. They are making a lot of money.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You die.
Yeah.
While you paying for it.
Mm-hmm.
So we see the hurt of ordinary people that may have some mental issues, may have some physical issues, maybe elderly, maybe going through things even as children. they're not necessarily looking for a hand up. They're looking for what are we gonna do? I know we can't help everybody, but how about one person at a time?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So what we start, what is the guide for us? Because I take for instance this rich young ruler. He want to know, what shall I do to inherit eternal life? And he gives them the layout, and he tells them, I've been doing this for my youth up.
Mm-hmm.
And there are people that do some good things in keeping the law.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes down to helping somebody that can't help themselves, they walk away sad.
Mm-hmm.
How many of us like that? That's what I'm on.
Wow. Wow. Rico, you snuck in on me, brother. I ain't see you come in, man. Good morning. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing great, man. I'm happy to see another day of life. How everybody doing today?
Hey, doing good, doing good. Were you on during the time where the young lady was on just now?
Yeah, I caught the end of it.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, yeah, she was telling how we could get more financially fit, health-wise and financially throughout this thing called life. And I asked her a question: what is more important, the finance, health, or the wealth? And she said they go hand in hand. How do you feel about that, Rico?
Well, depending on what you determine as wealth, you know, you can be healthy and wealthy, but still be an Ebenezer Scrooge. You could be healthy and wealthy, but still not share the wealth, underpay your employees, or be opportunistic to the point of where everybody that you meet, you try to find a way to make money off of. You can be consumed with it. You can be as healthy as a Lord, but you can be greedy.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually, if I was going to ask her a question, I was going to ask her, how did she maintain a healthy balance of their integrity and principles with dealing in money for 30 years?
Mm-hmm.
As I was listening to that conversation, I just kept hearing the word money, 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 money. That's what the world revolves around. That's what the United States revolves around. To the point of where you can be mentally unhealthy because you're so consumed with it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was really going to ask her, how does she maintain her integrity?
Yeah.
And her principles?
Mm-hmm.
How does she avoid being consumed or obsessed with money to the point of where it rules over everything?
Mm-hmm. Wow.
We have some very, very wealthy people that desire more wealth, more money, just as much as I heard that word being used. I know people that want it so much to the point where even though they're rich, they'll get in the White House and they'll find more ways to get more of it in the process of creating poverty.
Mm-hmm.
In the process of making the other rich people want to get richer while other people are getting poor.
Mm-hmm.
Haves and have not. You know the rich are getting richer.
Oh, yeah.
And the cost of living is increasing. So the people at the bottom that want to get rich, just want to survive, they're struggling, trying to keep up with this thing called money and the cost of living and inflation. So how do human beings really find a way to not compromise themselves in the act of always trying to find a way to survive or get wealth?
Okay, good deal. Yeah, that's a heck of a question. Toya with a T, what do you say to that? Toya, you still with us? Toya, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I didn't hear the question.
Okay. How does a person maintain their morals and ethics? And I'm paraphrasing a little bit in the course of obtaining a lot of wealth.
Oh, I mean, it's hard. As you can see, a lot of people don't really do that, right? And it depends on what's morals. I mean, do you think stripping comes with morals to put yourself to law school? You know what I'm saying? Is it the drug dealer? Is it the man that's selling pharmaceuticals? You know what I'm saying? So integrity and morals has a lot to do, I think, with the reason why you're doing it and what you're willing to do for it. Again, the love of money. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, just on some simpleness is hard. You know what I mean? And I think that's where that higher power comes in. Right? I think the same way people crave money, some people may crave when they have an addiction. And most people's solution to that addiction when they crave it is a higher power. I'm going to say God. So I think that, especially for me, over the years, because I've dibbled and dabbled and, you know, trying to do this, that, and third, and my integrity kicked in. I don't want to get money being the biggest drug dealer. I don't want to be money selling people kids. I don't want to get money, you understand what I'm saying? Dancing on the screen in little clothes. You know what I'm saying? So integrity, morals, values, all that has to do with making money. And if you're going to choose to go without because of your morals and integrity, is definitely another route, but it's very hard, and I'm just being honest.
Wow. Curtis, what do you say to that? Is it hard, Curtis? Curtis, are you there? Badger, is it hard?
I depends on the person. I could see it's very possible for it to be hard. I had a conversation with somebody where they were sharing that kind of stuff. So it's from person to person, just like dealing with addiction.
Wow. Tucson, what do you say to that? Go ahead, Badger. Finish your thought, brother.
Because finding that balance of maintaining a financial ground and helping others, there's a lot involved in that in our society.
Yeah, I was ready to go somewhere, but I'm looking at the top. I can't do it right now. Tucson, what's on your heart?
You talking to me, right?
I'm talking to you, sir.
What's profit of man in the whole world that lose his soul? That was on my. I love your hair. Because I know we have to live, and I'm trying to, unfortunately, I guess I would say, not only maintain, but would like to get ahead, to leave something behind. Well, what good is it if I sacrifice my soul for it? I mean, what good is that? If I say, man, you know, or I see Rico got it going on, I want to be like Rico, and I want to have it going on too. But I don't know the cost. Of what it took, or the struggle it took. I just want what is. As a matter of fact, what I would call that is almost what is that word? When you desire something that's not yours, that somebody else has. Covetousness. I want yours, or I want to be like you at any cost. What good is that? For me to just so happen find a way to get it, but I lose myself in the midst of it. To the point where, when it's all said and done, all they do is bury me. They don't even have a good funeral.
Wow.
That's all it's about.
Wow. Leonard, what's on your heart, brother? And Tucson said, what is the profit of man to gain the world but to lose his soul?
Man, you asked me what's on my heart, or you want me to talk about something related to what was just said?
Both.
I have a completely different point of view.
Okay, talk to me about your point of view.
Just cause you making money don't mean you compromising your darn soul.
Mm-hmm.
A man is worthy of what he has worked for.
Mm-hmm.
Judging people because of what they have or what have you, that's a waste of time to me. Just cause people got money and work hard don't make them bad people. You can get money and you ain't gotta lose your soul. Well, y'all get all this. What losing your soul? Who you talking about? You got to be talking about some individual.
Well, let's use some of your words. I'm not gonna say exactly the way that you
don't
say
use
it.
my words.
Yeah.
Oh, you pay a hard price using my words.
You say that wicked blank man that always doing that wicked stuff, and you say that, and so a lot of the things that that wicked person that you say all the time that you talk about.
Well, talk about doing the wicked things that you do. Mm-hmm. Don't just generalize it.
Well, I'm just putting it in perspective here, because you say that right there don't mean that this, but a lot of times you have to understand that sometimes there are individuals that do wicked things to obtain the riches that they have, because you talk about them all the time that wicked, and you.
But I talk about those that are actually wicked and what wickedness they're doing, and in detail. I don't generalize wealthy people and getting money as wickedness.
Okay. I could accept that part, but at the same time, we do have to acknowledge.
Who did that? Who did that? I wonder who did that. I wonder who did that.
Because it was about wealth. That's what the conversation was about. Getting wealth.
Mm-hmm.
So it should be about getting wealth. I don't know how we jump to wickedness.
Well, I think you took it to wickedness, brother. Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
Yeah. And listen, I listen.
Okay, I apologize. It was my fault. I made it up. Pardon me.
Well, the question was simple. How did you keep from being compromised?
Mm-hmm.
Of being consumed? How do you not turn into that?
I know people work for 30 years. I know folks work for 30 years.
How do you find integrity in yourself to say, you know what, I'm not going to OnlyFans, but even though the money is good?
That's up to the particular person. Raheem, I don't consider you
children when I got children, because I got millions and billions of dollars.
Okay. Maybe I'm off. I apologize.
That's huge, Leonard. That's huge. I appreciate you taking that stance on it, brother. That's huge. What's going on this weekend, y'all? What y'all got going on this weekend? Tucson, what you got going on this weekend, man?
What you say?
What you got going on this weekend?
I need some rest, Raheem. I just took a trip to Omaha, and a couple of weeks, I think, I took a trip to Chicago. I'm tired.
Okay. So I bet. Look here. I hate to be the bearer. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I bet you won't get none. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I promise you. I promise you won't get none. I promise you. Watch what I tell you. Now we talk Monday. Did you get some rest or something? Man, I bet you won't get none. But listen, I'm gonna change it up a little bit. And Toya with a T. Toya with a T, you there?
Yes, sir.
I asked this question one time before, and we actually talked about this one time before. We didn't get as deep as I wanted to go with it. Anybody of your past that you can have one more opportunity to dance with just one more time, who would that person be and why?
You said anybody of my past?
Yes.
Dance with?
Yes, that you could dance. You could have one dance with one song. Anybody of your past, who would it be? And I answer for you. Mine would definitely be my grandmother. I just want to dance with her. It would be my grandmother, because she meant that much to me, and just to have opportunity to dance with her one more time. I'm not saying I want to bring her back because she's resting now, but to have an opportunity to dance with her just one more time, who would your person be?
I don't know. I have to say my mom. I think I do remember you asking that question one time before, and I would have said my dad, of course. But I think at this point, I have to say my mother, because now it's like come back to my memory of the little things we didn't do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like presents and all that stuff, yeah. But little stuff like I didn't really recall having a dance with my mother or dance. You know, I'm a dancer. That's all I do is hop around the house.
Yeah, you love to dance now.
I just can't really remember an opportunity where she danced or like me and my dad danced. You know, I remember always nieces and nephews, and I even throw out a sister. But I don't think me and her ever had an opportunity. If she wasn't working, she was sick. You know what I mean? And after having a heart attack, you definitely ain't gonna ask for the dance then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think that all of the people that I have lost, and I haven't lost very many that was so close to where I think I would miss anything. You know, I have a cousin that passed away when I was 25. But I got to do stuff like that with her because I was wrestling with her. You know what I mean? But I think if anybody, I have to say my mother, because I think something that simple, you didn't get a chance to do.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. And Ebony Brown said, I'd go back and dance with myself. I was always too scared, too shy to get off the wall and dance. So Ebony said, I would dance.
Oh, well, you still here, girl. You still got time.
Yeah. Go out there and cut that rug. Cut that rug. Rico, different question for you, brother. Rico, you there?
Yeah.
What is the one lost opportunity that you have missed for whatever reason in your past that you wish you had an opportunity to go back and redo?
Man. 2 minutes and 9, man. 2 minutes and 9. I would say when I changed my mind about going into the Navy, I could say when I really was interested in going to college and I passed up on some music scholarships, and then the day before orientation I decided I wanted to go and had to pay out my pocket, but my stepdad paid for it. It's numerous. I'll say maybe the one time that there was some numbers in my head, something kept telling me to go play those numbers, but I didn't.
Yeah.
And when I watched them pull those numbers at night, the numbers in my head were the ones that came up on the screen.
Wow. Badger, what would you say to that, Badger? What would be the one thing, opportunity that you had or that you could have had that you passed on and you wish you can go back and redo?
An opportunity that I missed?
Yes. You had an opportunity in your life and you could have done something, and look, hindsight, it could have been great had you done it, but for whatever reason you passed on it. What would be that one thing you want to go back and redo?
I can't think of one because they were all learning experiences to grow from. So I don't view those things as a regret.
Okay. That's good. Captain Leonard, talk to me.
I'm glad you changed the question about the dance thing.
That was Toya question. Because Toya love to dance. I know. That's right. That's right.
You know what I thought right here? Oh no, I can't do that. I'm married now. I don't dance. Like
no, we ain't trying to get in trouble around here. We're not trying to get in no trouble around here. No, don't you answer that question, brother. You keep that one. You stay on this question. But what are one of the opportunities, Leonard, that you know that in hindsight now, had I just acted on that, man, my whole life would be different right now. What would you go back and redo?
Not a whole lot, but one thing is, I remember I should have waited for a dual program at Georgia State for Master of Public Administration and Juris Doctorate. But I went to another school to get the master's, And I wish I would have just took the time and waited just a couple of months to go to school at Georgia State, so I could have got the MPA and the Juris Doctorate at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm going back to Georgia State to
Mm-hmm.
get my Juris Doctorate degree, and I'm so much older now. That's a lot of time and a lot of income, you know, that I missed out on because of that.
I just say it's never too late, though, brother. Never too late. That's a blessing. That's a blessing. Curtis, what is that one thing, brother?
There are so many for me, so I'll pick one. Because my whole life has been riddled in bad decisions. I should have taken the offer. I had a 4-year all expense paid scholarship, even through to my master's at the University of Arts in Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm.
And I should have taken it. They wanted me to do Othello, and I was scared of it at the time. I was scared of Shakespeare.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't take the scholarship. I went in the military, but I didn't take the scholarship, and I should have.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Tucson.
But
yeah,
I do want to say this. Hold on. I do want to say this.
Mm-hmm.
That dance thing.
Yeah.
And if I could get one more time to dance with my mother and father to Rubber Band Man.
Wow. Well, would you cut the rug, man? Would you cut the rug, Curtis? Come on, man. Would you cut the rug?
My mother and father used to be like ballroom dancers.
Okay.
Back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And they would teach me. Like my mother and father taught me how to slow dance.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they taught me how to dance. They were known for that. And they would get in the living room, man, and they would put that Rubber Band Man on.
Mm-hmm.
Man, my mother would be spinning and cutting, and my daddy would be catching them, man. I mean, I'll never forget that, man. And then, like, he would call me up and say, I'm going to show you how you do this. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She would, you know what I mean, call me up, and they would take turns bouncing me back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you learned. Can you ballroom dance today, Curtis?
Oh, yeah.
Can you ballroom dance, brother? You know what you're doing out there?
Yeah, well, back in the day, I can't do it no more because of my health.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, when I went to college, when I went to the University of Arts, man, I took modern jazz dance. I took ballet. I don't mind saying it. I took ballet.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I was pretty good at it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, but that's, I mean.
Good deal. Tucson, what will be yours, brother? Tucson, you there?
Yeah, I was trying to think of it. I wonder if I would have allowed my cousin, Rodney Milberg, to coach me when he offered me the opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
But then I got high.
Uh-oh.
I regret. I mean, you know, there are some things that I had a 4-year free ride.
Mm-hmm.
I hit an echo, so I had my echo said that I got a speech impediment, so I had to correct my words. I had a 4-year ride. And in the 4-year ride, when I went to Southern University, and I looked around, and the head coach was Rodney Milberg.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "Cuz, you need to come on over here with me."
Yeah.
Pretty good that he done. This is probably pretty good because he was an Olympic champion at one time.
Exactly. Yeah.
But I didn't go. I didn't make that choice. That's probably a regret.
Mm-hmm.
I always think about it. I always think about it. And then another thing, and why I say that, and then I got two things was my big problem, unfortunately. That and them girls.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Big butt baby hand a smile get you every time, brother. That big butt baby hand a smile that'll get you every time. Mr. Hicks. I ain't fooling with you too, son. Mr. Hicks, what is your one thing, sir? And good morning. How you doing this morning? Mr. Hicks, you there?
Yes, sir.
There you go.
Sir, I'm sorry. Come to stand for DA appointment.
What is that one? What is that one regret that you have, man, that you wish you could go back and undo and do again?
I mean, it wasn't a regret. You said a missed opportunity.
Yeah, missed opportunity. Yes.
I think.
Thank you, ma'am.
I'm like Chris. I've made so many bad decisions. But if I could go back and dance with one person, I'd go back and I danced with my father.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my father was at odds most of my life. I thought he was not there with my mother. But I didn't understand how difficult I understand how difficult it is without understanding to do it with women.
Mm-hmm.
So I go back to my father.
Okay. Good deal. Good deal. Hey, Toussaint, you here? I want to have some fun with y'all right now. Toussaint, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Captain Leonard, you here?
I hear you.
Okay. I'm gonna do something with y'all too. And Toussaint, I'm gonna ask a question.
I don't even like the way you kind of said that, bro. What you gonna do? What you about to do to us, bro?
Man, I got something for y'all. And
we need you to lead in a little bit better on that.
I'm glad you laughed, because
Okay. I'm gonna behave. Go ahead, right here. Go ahead.
I need your participation in this. I need your participation. Toussaint, I need your participation. All right. And I'm gonna go to two other people after this. But right now, I'm gonna ask a question.
All right, go ahead.
And I want Toussaint, I want you to answer as Leonard. And Leonard, I want you to answer as Toussaint. Okay? All right?
Sure. I'll try.
Okay. So Leonard, and this is Toussaint, you answer. When I say Leonard, I'm talking to you, Toussaint. Why is it that most people don't like to get money or have a lot of money? Toussaint? Did Toussaint hang up on me?
I almost hung up on you.
No, there you go. Hey, Toussaint, what happened, man? Toussaint, hey, Leonard, and Toussaint, this is for you. Why do most people not like to have a lot of money and have money? Why do you think that is, Leonard? Toussaint, you're supposed to be answering for Leonard. As Leonard.
Well, I couldn't hear nothing, so I had to hang up and call back.
Okay, I'm gonna ask the question again. Leonard, and that's what I'm talking to you, Toussaint. You're gonna answer as if you're Leonard. Why is it that most people don't like to have money or obtain a lot of money? What is the reason behind that, Leonard?
Because they make bad choices.
What that mean?
I mean, if you want it, you can go get it. And the opportunity is out there.
Mm-hmm.
You just make up excuses.
But they're making excuses.
Sitting on the couch waiting for a job.
Mm-hmm. So what are they supposed to do?
Get up.
Mm-hmm.
And go do like everybody else that has opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
And take advantage of it.
Mm-hmm.
Get off your nothing and do something.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Whatever you want me to tell you, right?
No, that's it. That's it. So Toussaint, let me ask you a question. We having this big party over here in Atlanta. It's gonna be, and you have to come over here for the whole weekend. Are you coming?
Oh no, I don't think I'm coming, Raheem. But y'all enjoy yourself.
Why you not coming, man? You know, it's a party, man.
Well, I have other things to do. I just told you I was tired. I'm gonna take a break this weekend.
Well,
but
no,
y'all enjoy.
Now, actually, it's next weekend.
Well, I'm gonna still be resting. How about that, Raheem?
So does that mean you ain't coming to the party?
Yeah, don't look for me. It's kind of easy for me to do Toussaint because Toussaint's so much like my daddy used to be.
So, you know, hey, Toussaint, how did he do?
I sure ain't coming.
I can have a good time right where I'm at.
If y'all look around anybody want, no answer. And I don't spend the weekend in Atlanta anyway.
I'm not coming down there.
So Leonard, how to
right.
talk
For what?
Yeah,
what I'm gonna come down there for.
Hey, Leonard, how to talk do?
I'm trying to do a question that you asked Toussaint. He was nicer than I would be.
Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah,
he was a lot nicer than I would be because you know the first thing I would have told, go to somebody else because I don't know nobody with them problems and issues.
Yeah,
maybe because they don't trust themselves.
Wow. Okay. Rico. Oh, Rico hung up. Let me see. Oh Lord. Toya with a T. You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Toya, I want you to answer as Badger, and Badger, I want you to answer as Toya. Badger, you there?
I'm not gonna be good at that at all. I don't know Toya that well.
So you want to pass?
Yeah.
Okay.
This message has been transcribed. One moment while I notify the caller.
What the world? What y'all doing over there? What y'all got going on? Y'all sure scrapping it, man. Oh Lord. Okay.
It ain't going so well, is it?
Man, I'm wondering what's going on over there. People transcribing calls and Lord have mercy. Okay, that's a little weird. Curtis, you there?
Yeah, I'm here, right?
I want you to answer as Toya, and Toya can answer as you, okay?
Okay.
All right. So when I say Toya, Curtis, I'm talking to you. When I say Curtis, vice versa. All right. Let's start this thing off with trying to figure out which way I want to go with this. Okay, Toya, Curtis, that's you. Toya.
Yeah, Raheem, how you doing?
I thought it was
Toya. What?
I can't hear you, man. What's your question?
What is wrong? What is wrong with the dating scene today? Is there any good possibilities out there to date?
Raheem, ain't nobody listening to God. That's what's going on with him. Ain't nobody listening to God. See, I listen when he tells me. And see, I know I ain't been clicking on all cylinders all the time. But ain't nobody listening to God, Raheem. That's wrong with the dating scene.
Okay, good deal. Curtis, what do you say is wrong with the dating scene, man? Why do you think are there any good possibilities out here? Are there any good women left, Curtis? Toya?
Well, Raheem, I've been married now for about 25 years, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know what's going on out there, but I would think you know, just from my experience, you know, from just being out there, you know, people just ain't gonna do right. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, everybody just kind of doing their own thing. You know, I know up here where I'm at, you know what I'm saying? The girls, they want everything, and the guys want the booty. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know really. I can't even really speak on that right here. I know what's going on with me and my wife, and what I do with her. Because when we date, I still date my wife right here. You know, so, you know, I'm laying my plane right there. Right, but wait, before I land my plane, look, you gotta understand, you know, in the dating world, though, sometimes if people don't be on the same page, that might pose a problem. But I'm a land it right there.
That was good. That was great.
Hey, Mr. Hicks, how did they do? I'm asking Mr. Hicks, how did they do?
Man, that was Curtis.
No.
Hey, Miss Hicks.
Yeah.
So you saying Toya did real good?
Yes. Like an actor.
How did Curtis do?
We gotta give her some TV time, man.
Exactly.
Better give her some scene work, brother.
Exactly.
Yes.
How did Curtis do as Toya?
They did great. I'm serious. They just take their act on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get their agent. I'll sign them up. Let's make money.
You'll sign them up today.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Curtis, how did you feel? How did you feel? Toya did as you.
Toya was right. Toya was right on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She was right on. Thank you, sis, for listening to. I really appreciate that.
Oh, good deal. So
I'll pay attention. You did good too, Kurt. You did good too. I would say that quick about the Lord. I would say that quick. We ain't listening. Well, that's no one I don't be listening to. So I know y'all don't be listening to when I don't be listening. I be tonight.
Wow.
Oh man, y'all done made my day.
Made my morning.
Exactly. Hey, let me see.
Now who gonna do you, Raheem?
Badger.
Badger.
Badger gonna do me. Go ahead, Badger. Badger.
Badger's gone.
Badger hung up. That's right. Badger hung up. Oh man, that's right. He sure did. Let me see. Mr. Hicks. Go ahead, Mr. Hicks. You got me.
Right. Where's Willa?
Oh, she not gonna be able to make it. She text me. She's not gonna be able to make it today. She'll be back Monday.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Mr. Hicks. Look, go ahead. I'm gonna sound like I'm the third person. Do Raheem.
I'm happy and bright in the morning. I have to be happy. I am happy. I'm porcupine, proud, and I'm all that other shit. I'm the question asked. Stop asking me the question. I'm the question asked. Get in that corner.
Hold on now, Mr. Hicks. I'm asking a question now. I'm just that question answer now. Hold on.
Yeah.
Lord. Good deal. That's good. Lord. Hey. There's a praise. Yes, sir.
Don't forget this part. And remember to give somebody a hug, because it might just be the very last hug.
You be listening. You missed your call. You did be an actor, girl.
Exactly. Tucson, you'll get this on your way home.
Say it again.
You'll get this on your way home.
It's not a quick scripture quote, but my daddy used to say, "Greed will turn a man to rags."
Mm-hmm.
It took me 50 years to figure out what he meant. You'll get that on your way home.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Good deal. Good deal. Now, Leonard, give us a word of the day.
Then a word from the day. Psalms 112. There's actually about 11 verses in that particular psalm. But the beginning says, praise the Lord. Blessed are those who fear the Lord, who find great delight in his commands. Their children will be mighty in the land. The generation of the upright will be blessed. Just those 2 verses. And we all are, when I first came on this morning and you seen some of my comments, Raheem, and pour this and this, that, and the other. Today, make a choice.
Yes.
Praise the Lord. Blessed are those who fear the Lord. If you take that approach, you will even bless your children and your children's children. Teach it to them every day. Let your children know that you start off your day just spending time with the Creator. Let them teach them how you use prayer in your life and how these blessings will follow them if they choose to follow the Lord.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Curtis, somebody joined the broadcast late there, 8 o'clock, 8:30, 9 o'clock, even 9:30. And they say, man, they talk about some good things today. I wish that there was a way that I could hear it in its entirety. Curtis, are you able to help them out? Curtis ain't gonna be able to help them out. Curtis, you there? Curtis can leave him stranded. No gas or nothing. Flat tire.
I'm at the doctor's office. I can't help them out because I can't remember exactly how Cassandra said that. You might want to go on and put that information out there, brother.
Watch this. Captain Leonard, help him out. Help him out, Captain Leonard. Help him out.
What do you want me to do, Ray?
He's struggling. 3 o'clock today. How can they hear it in its entirety?
If you did not get a chance to hear this show in its entirety, log on to www.dkmmediagroup.com at 3 o'clock Eastern today.
Now, we don't say no entirety now. No, we don't say no entirety. We say in its entirety. In its entirety.
I want to compliment you, Raheem, because it's something you did the other day, and I thought it was so funny, but I didn't remember it. When you did that Popeye the Sailor Man thing the other day, I wanted to let you know that your little that was a perfect too, right?
Come on now,
boy. When I heard it, boy, he hit that. Boy, I don't know why that stood out to me.
Look,
but when you did the Popeye the Sailor Man and you did the little. I don't think you can do it again. I was going to try to remind you, do it one more time.
I ain't gonna try it. If I hit that perfect pitch, I ain't gonna mess it up by doing it again.
It was perfect though.
Look here, tell me, look, and they trying to tell me I can't sing. Trying to tell me I can't sing. Tucson, fix your ears, Tucson. Fix your ears.
Do you be karaokeing down there on Tuesday?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
What's your favorite song? What's your favorite song?
I'm looking for you Tuesday, man. I want y'all to come on out Tuesday night, man. Do the karaoke with us.
I'm gonna try. I swear I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try one Tuesday.
Bluebird karaoke.
You must be the DJ with a solid mic.
Man, I can say. Leonard just told you, man, I hit perfect pitch. He just told you.
Wait. I said when you did the Popeye thing.
Did you say you got a perfect pitch?
Perfect pitch. Yeah. You act like you can. Because you at the doctor. Hey, hold on. You at the doctor. Tell him fix your ears, Curtis. Tell him fix your ears. You at the doctor. Tell him fix your ears, man. Tell them fix your ears too. Whatever they're working on, tell them fix your ears too.
Let me ask you a question, too, Sean. Because you're down there in Louisiana. Too, Sean, 'cause you know, you got a 8 year old. 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 8 year You ever heard them frogs that sat on the wall in the middle of the night when it's raining? You ever heard them?
Man, look at you at the doctor, man. The people can fix your ears, man. Look, check this out. Check this out. Hey, Leonard. How is this, Leonard? How is this, Leonard? Hold on. You ready?
Yeah. No. No. You can't do it like you did that Popeye thing before. You can't do it. You ain't do it. No.
This is a charm.
Right. Toya with a T. I need you right now, Toya. Talk to these people and tell them that they're missing. Toya, tell them they're missing. Toya ain't saying that.
They're missing.
Tell them they're missing, Toya. This good singing I be doing over here. I got perfect pitch. And see,
oh, you mean you at the karaoke?
Yeah, karaoke too. Yeah, Toya came out.
Oh, when you be singing.
Yeah.
Like Swoop the Landroth.
Stop it.
Glam
Oh
Green.
my goodness.
Glam Green.
Wait a minute.
Because you sure don't sound like Sam Green.
Look.
Glam Green.
Toya, I came to you for help. Toya, I came to you for help. Toya.
Seems like you got your thumb down your throat.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
If
you got your fingers in your nose right here when you say
something's going on. Someone's on the phone. 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. What they doing? Al? Talking about. What they talking about? How they can make it right. Yeah. Go ahead, Toya. Yeah.
Happiness.
Toya.
Somebody.
Come on. What it do?
I don't know the word.
You better quit dragging that cat like that. The PETA people go for this.
10 cats.
Look at time us to do the pledge. Y'all ready for the pledge?
And he at that.
Oh Lord. I need all y'all. I need all y'all help. Y'all come on, help me out. Okay. I will take this day.
I will take this day
and be the best that I can be. Do the best that I can.
Be the best that I can.
And help as many people as I can to do the same thing.
And help as many people as I can to do the same thing.
I promise to do it with love.
I promise to do it with love.
Compassion. And the grace of God.
And the grace of God.
Giving him all the honor.
Giving him all the honor.
All the praise.
All the praise.
And all of the glory.
All of the glory.
In the name of my Lord and Savior, Jesus the Christ. Amen, amen, and amen. Tucson, what did you hear, brother?
After hearing the illustrious Raheem Ashimay sing, I think after service, our only option is to have a throat cutting ceremony.
Well, look here. I don't know who thought y'all gonna cut, but y'all don't want to mess up this throat here. Y'all want to keep this one. Oh, y'all want to keep this one. Oh, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Let me see. Who Toya with a T? Toya with a T.
Yes, sir.
Pray us out, ma'am. Let's go.
Oh, okay, hold on. Father, we want to thank you for another glorious day.
for another opportunity for us to be able to come together and be able to do what we feel is your will, Lord. We want to thank you for bringing us together, helping us sort through situations and issues, and, just allowing us to be a seed for those who may be wanting to reach out or who may be wanting to answer, who just may need comfort in some of the situations that they be doing, Lord. We don't know what you're doing, but we know that you're doing something wonderful with this platform. We love you, we honor you, and we praise you. And please keep us covered as we continue to move forward into your will.
Amen. See,
okay.
See, y'all didn't know. See, so you didn't know you was getting another. You was getting another gig, did you? See, I set you up, Toy. I set you up real good, didn't I?
Okay, you gonna have to get 10% now, ain't?
Yeah. Actually 15.
No, ain't no finder's fee.
Yeah. Oh yeah. There's a finder's fee.
No, we're not doing that.
Hey, look here. Look here. I have an attorney named Donald Tucson, and he will get my money. My attorney name is Donald. My attorney name is Donald Tucson, and he's relentless, man. I'm gonna tell you, he gonna get my money now. Oh, he gonna get my money. That 10%, 15%. He gonna get my money. Tucson, talk to him, man. Tucson he gonna get that money now. Huh? No, man. I just put together these two entities, man. And when you do that, typically there's a 10% finder's fee that you get. And now they're trying to say, I told them I need to talk to my attorney. They need to talk to my attorney, Donald Tucson, because he's gonna make sure I get my money. I ain't worried about that. I'm gonna get my money. Tucson, you got me? You got me covered, right?
Yeah, we got you, right? You're gonna get your money.
There you go. So Curtis, I don't care nothing about that rubbish you talking about, Curtis. My attorney just told me I'm getting my money. That's all I need to hear.
Ain't no fine. As soon as they start making pennies again.
Donna, don't you crazy. Don't you set yourself up to be disbarred. You trying to trump to you. You trying to trump me. No, you ain't get nothing. Ain't no finder's fee. She offered me a job in radio a long time ago doing sports broadcast. I'm just returning the favor.
Okay. Favors are costly. I looked at this movie. And the man said, helping is costly. He said, helping is costly sometimes. Helping is costly. It's okay to help. It's okay to help. And you help. And I need why you doing? Why you doing?
Always charging.
Why you doing all that helping? Why you doing all that helping? I ain't heard what you said. Why you doing all that helping? Help me find my money. Why you doing it? You got all that helping in you. You ain't got no helping in you for me. Help me find my money. Captain Leonard, you a representative.
Excuse me?
You represent people. You see how this thing just went down? They trying to shice me out my 10%, man.
Yeah, you gonna need a retainer.
I give you a retainer, but with that retainer, we gotta ask for 15. We gotta ask for 15%.
No. That's 2,000.
How much?
2,000.
2,000 what?
Off the rip, that's 2,000 for y'all. Because I got a feeling ain't nothing at the end of this for me. So I don't need to get me 2 up front.
Hey man, look, this has been a good week, man, and the best way to end it is just the way we just did with that laughter, man. I love that, man. But listen, time for us to get out of here. I want to thank everybody for joining us. More than that, I want to thank you for allowing DKM Media Group and Associates and the Morning Glow for being a part of your day. It is now 10:18. You're about to exit the Morning Glow, but before you go, I want you to do me 2 favors, if you will. 1, I want you to continue to pray for us because we are certainly praying for each and every one of you. Number 2, why this is real simple. I want you to go out there, find somebody, and give them a hug because you never know. It could be the only hug that they get, or it could very well be their last. Love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it. Have a great day and a better tomorrow. And we shine some of this out of you from the Morning Glow. take it out there into this wicked and cruel world that we live in, and let your light so shine. If you get an opportunity, give somebody some love. You just might find some love in return. Won't that be a beautiful thing? Have a great weekend. Take care of each other. And please, please, please be blessed. Talk to you all, Monday morning? If God says the same. Have a great weekend, y'all. Be blessed.
Welcome to the stage where hearts unfold in the morning glow, stories untold. Let's play with words, a masterpiece of art where dialogues bloom, igniting in every heart. Let's dive into the ocean of thoughts where waves of healing gently sold. Let's paint with words, a masterpiece of art where dialogues bloom, igniting every heart. Let's dive into the ocean of thoughts where waves of healing gently sought. Together we'll mend, stitch by stitch in the morning glow. Let's make the switch. A symphony of voices harmonizing the air, echoing truth, banishing despair. Let's sow seeds of unity, watch them grow in this garden of hope under the morning glow. Let's bridge the gaps, erase the line in the tapestry of hearts that love shine. With every word, a step we take towards a brighter dawn for all our sake. Welcome to the morning glow, where dreams take flight in this realm of possibilities. Let's unite, together we stand, hand in hand, healing the nation across the land. Let's dive into the ocean of thoughts where waves of healing gently sought. Together we'll mend, stitch by stitch in the morning glow. Let's make the switch. Let's dive into the ocean of thoughts where waves of healing gently sought. Together we'll mend, stitch by stitch in the morning glow. Let's make the switch. Let's symphony of voices harmonizing the air,